now for the Shop Report with
Barbershop Jay.
What up, sports fans? Welcome to the Shop Report. I'm Barbershop Jay. I'll be your host for the day. Here's what's happening. Of course, we want to remind you the Shop Report is brought to you by Rocket Digital Media. It's the one-stop shop for all your digital marketing needs. You can look them up on Facebook at RDM Detroit. That's 1D, 2E Detroit. Or you can slide on over to the website, rocketdigital.net. That's ROCKIT digital.net. And make sure when you're there, while you're there, you tell them the BSJ sent you. And for my folk out there in TV land, if you want to leave your questions or comments during today's program, by all means, please do so, and we will throw it up on the screen. And y'all know what's coming next. If you're one of them folks that wants to leave a question or a comment that's indignant or ignorant in nature, won't be seen on this screen. Matter of fact, here's what you'll get.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
With that being said, joining me on the program today is the cat from across the way, Joey James, a.k.a. Double J. Telling people what you say.
Absolutely. I want to shout out Aaliyah Chavez for being the #1 recruit, getting in women's basketball, committing to Oklahoma, $1.5 million in NIL. And again, that is not a last name that you would historically hear as it pertains to the sport of basketball. So definitely wanted to give her kudos, and more so outside of guys like Blake Griffin and that type of thing. And Jeremiah Fears is Jeremy Fears' little brother, not necessarily a historical powerhouse. So I like the fact that she's kind of trailblazing in more ways than one, and proving that, again, you could get the bag anywhere. Absolutely.
Shout out to that. And of course, we got my main man, D Gully from the CLM Bus. I'm glad you could join us, the IT guy. Where's his intro? I don't know why. Oh, that's what you mean, Gully. Oh, boy. Oh, look at him there right there. Oh, I don't want to see that. I did not need to see that. Oh, my gosh. All right. Well, I'm glad we all are here today. How's everybody doing?
Everybody's great, man. Everybody is great, wonderful, stupendous.
That's speaking all for you. That's not how you gonna you speaking for everybody, but it's just you speaking.
You ask everybody, and
okay, but you're not everybody. You're so somebody of everybody,
and you didn't want everybody to speak.
Was that like everybody? Like, what was that?
He don't know.
Okay, all right. Anyway, yeah, okay.
He asked a plural question and then got mad at a singular answer.
Okay, all right then. Listen, you ain't got to have your face all up in the camera. This dude right here, man, you sounding ridiculous right about now. Anywho, we got a great lineup show. A few items I should say on the menu for y'all today. Excuse me. Basketball is what we're talking. All right, you know, March Madness is going on. The NBA playoffs is right around the corner. You understand? I'm trying to tell you. As far as the men's and the women's brackets, what we're gonna do at some point in the program, we're gonna throw up the women's brackets and the men's, and we're gonna look at the Sweet 16s from both. But up first, let us officially start the show with our NBA if the playoffs started today. All right. I got a couple questions, though, before we put up the bracket, Double J, if the NBA playoffs started today. Okay. One is, why is it? I just saw a game. I can't remember who they was playing. Oh, no, I'm sorry. The Celtics were playing Sacramento. Okay. Two questions. One, did you all see the play where Sabonis went to attempt to contest Jason Tatum's shot on the perimeter, and he got too close where apparently Sabonis got a flagrant one for not allowing Tatum room to land or something to that effect?
Yeah.
You saw that, right?
All right.
I got two questions. One, if you go back and look at the play, Sabonis, jumped to contest the shot, right?
Right.
His momentum carried him in, even though he was trying to avoid making contact. How is he supposed to know that he did not give Tatum room to land? And then 2, why are players, we've seen so many players in the today BA who have y'all want to leave after I'm, oh, wow, here we go. All right, well, let me take a sip then. Non-contact injuries. Non-contact injuries, bro. Have you seen the shoes that these dudes is wearing? Me and Khalil Nasir was having this debate last night about that because you know how we do over here at this household. They watching the games more so than I am nowadays. I'm not gonna lie to you. My sons, they 23 and 21 respectively, and they call me and he's, hey, Dad, come look at this. What you think this? You think this was a foul, or you think he traveled and so on? I say okay, then I look at it and I say yay or nay or so on and so forth. But when Tatum twisted his ankle, I'm like, man, I said, hold up, because we got the DVR thing where you can pause live TV, whatever that crap thing is.
Yeah,
I said, pause it and rewind it and go back. I said, man, what kind of shoes he wearing? Oh, them the new whatevers. Okay, listen.
Right.
Hey, listen. I don't care how cute the shoe look, bro. It's a reason why these dudes keep rolling their ankles and your favorite player is messing up your parlay because of the shoes he wearing. I'm just saying. Listen, if you don't, bruh, I had a pair of Chuck Taylors that came up all the way up to my waist, bro, back in the day. I'm just saying. Oh, I'm trying to tell you, boy, I had waist support. You understand what I'm saying? The layups was crisp, baby. All I'm saying to you is if you wear a shoe, okay, that is cut below the ball of the ankle, when you roll that ankle is going to roll. It's going to basically touch the court. Right. But if you got a shoe that's comes above the ball of that ankle, even 3/4, it still might touch, but there's a barrier between that bone. You understand? It won't roll. It's got something to prevent it from a complete roll, so to speak. Man, I don't understand it, bro. But my sons, they be like, "Oh man, he's fine right here." Oh, come on, gang. You don't like this? And I ain't got nothing. Okay, that's why you.
They form over function. Form over function.
They what happened now?
Form over function, or
style over substance.
Yeah,
exactly. I mean, help me to understand, bro. Maybe I'm missing something, bro. But I'm not wearing no shoe that don't. It's a high top for a reason. Right. You need that extra support, bro. We wore high tops and we rolled our ankles, but we was able to tie that sucker tighter after we walked. You know how you do when you twist him one time. You walk around on one of these numbers in a circle for about 4 minutes, and then you tie him up tight, and you get back, and it's on concrete. I'm just saying, all right, y'all got specialized floors, especially from the Emirates Cup or whatever it is, world champion carpet cleaners, whatever they call it, they hanging now, carpet banners, I don't know, but anywho, I'm just saying, man. I mean, is it me? But I'm asking the question, man. Is it, I'm trying to say, why these dudes keep rolling their ankles? Double J, don't hide, man. Where you at?
Well, I'm trying to manage multiple things.
Sorry about that.
In fairness, right?
You multi-dimensional tasking?
Yes, and so right away, I mean, you highlighted it. Unfortunately, the days of Chuck Taylors and guys like Rasheed Wallace wearing, the high Air Force Ones are a thing of the past, right? Those had ankle support literally by way of a strap. Pause. And when you look at like LaMelo, right? Melo's world,
Oh wow, really? That's what you're gonna do?
Hey, he's got every 90s cereal. He's got Scooby in the gang, but he don't got nothing for the ankle. And then we wonder why he's missing all them.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Hold on. Wait. I got it. Hold on. I don't know about the Melo shoes because my son got 2 pairs of those.
Hold on, bro. I'm gonna pull them up right
now.
Yeah, let me get them Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Go get
shoes, by the way.
Go get the Sneezy Yeezys. Yeah, I'm just saying, bro.
You saying that they are not? They're not. Oh, they are at risk. I don't know. He didn't seem to have a bad experience with those.
Okay,
well, not like yet. The Big Baller brand ones that had Lonzo out for years.
Okay,
but bro, them Big Baller, them Big Baller brands, one shoe was like a Navy aircraft carrier, bro. I'm just trying to, bruh. Hey, listen. Hey, wearing a pair of them, man, please. You might as well have been running heels or something, bruh. Them Jones was heavy.
No, yeah,
they looked heavy.
His don't seem to be too bad, but I've seen his being LaMelo's. But even like Derrick Rose's, it just depends on which version, because some of them are a little bit lower where they'll stop at the ball of the ankle, and some will go a little bit higher than that.
Well, I don't know what year it was, but when my son was maybe 10th grade, 11th grade, around there, I was buying. That's all he hooped in was D Rose's. But I like the D Rose shoe actually. You know, we were.
Oh man, he had a couple Cole versions. Don't get me wrong. It was just you knew what at risk.
What you mean? No, I actually no. What do you mean you was at risk?
The McDonald's versions. Hang on.
I don't know. I don't know about
when he debuted those. I was there, right? So I'm sitting there and I'm watching him warm up. I'm like, those are some of the coldest shoes I've ever seen. And I Googled it while I'm on the premises, if you will, and they were unreleased up to that point.
Oh,
so I got to see him debut them, but
I don't know. My sons they know what shoe is what. I don't know. I just know at the time I was still paying for them. You know, I'm as a parent, I'm looking for a bargain, but something that's, and they were hooping at the time. I said, bro, no, we go comfort first, what it feels like first, and then we look at what it looked like. You know, y'all so worried about what it looked like, but meanwhile, your toes all up in the shoe. You know what I'm saying? Like power to the people.
If I'm not mistaken, though, LeBron James shoes are very
comfortable. I mean, come on, man. Like the Afro.
If I'm not mistaken, well, I guess you got.
Yeah, Stu got nothing.
You got I guess.
Yeah, you got a what? Don't say that. That's the family show, bro.
LeBron James shoes.
Oh, here we go. Well, do we have to go? Oh my gosh, man!
Let's talk about it. No, it's
no, because when I do that, when I say
because bro, we'll be talking about cricket. We'll be talking about cricket and Formula One, and somehow or another the Lakers got something to do with it.
Here you go already.
Basketball shoes,
man. Stop it.
We'll be talking about the Sega Genesis, and somehow or another LeBron and the Lakers got something to do with the Sega Genesis.
Listen,
I don't know, man. Nah, bro. We'll be talking about the Cleveland Browns, and somehow LeBron James got to end up in the conversation. No.
First of all, it should come up in the conversation because Myles Garrett had a conversation with him. I'm just saying, you said his name, I didn't. And why you all doing one of these numbers?
I brought up the shoes. First of all, I brought up the shoes.
All right, we'll talk about the shoes then, man. My gosh.
Never mind, man. Don't even worry about it.
What do we
want to talk about?
Don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about it.
There you go.
Does anybody want to address the elephant in the room?
What's the elephant?
So I happen to, again, coincidentally, have time today to watch the Pat McAfee show and saw him.
Oh, yeah.
I thought he definitely, was relaxed in that environment and did not hold back. And I could see him potentially replacing Aaron Rodgers as a frequent guest on that show if that's how the avenue that he seems more comfortable with. I don't know if it's because he's 40 now that he's like bleep it or
look, man.
What.
Look, bro,
dude, he made Brian Windhorst look like Jonah Hill.
Oh, he was dead wrong for that.
Oh, hell no.
He was wrong for that. They do look just alike, though. But go ahead. He made him do what?
But no, I mean, the way that he said what he said about Brian Windhorst portrayed him as Jonah Hill's character in Forgetting Sarah Marshall.
Oh, so wait a minute. So he blasting the guy that he used as a mouthpiece until he got to Miami?
Listen.
He said that dude acted like we were best friends or something.
When it was to your advantage.
Right. So
Stephen A. Look, we're on Twitter right now, live, of course, and got a lot of people tuning in there. Stephen A. did, as you pointed out, Gully, kind of already clapped back about something else that was said during that same interview.
Right.
Okay, but let me say this about all of it. Bruh, this is men and drama is like a Molotov cocktail. It's less about the game and about the fame. Who cares, man? Go sit down somewhere, bro. Listen, the moment he said something about the media saying something about not telling about his son and whatever, bruh, you yourself told your mama when she tried to intervene to sit your down.
Yep.
So why don't the same apply to you when it comes to your son? If let him be, let the young, if he might be he's not a full grown man. He might be a young man. He really ain't a man because I mean he's old enough to make informed decisions. I'm gonna say that much.
Nah, he gotta be what he need to be.
But I'm not. That's my
what I'm
point.
Saying about that is what I'm saying about that is. See, dare I say, we forget, for example,
we who.
Let's say the collective.
Oh, okay. All right.
The collective, let's say the collective is positioned to think that, for example, Sean Diddy Combs' sons are in their late teens, early 20s. Them dudes are over 30.
Oh, wow.
Okay. The collective is told to believe that Bronny James is still in high school.
Great point. That's the perception that's being painted.
Now, in fairness, LeBron James, for as much as he was gifted, has at that same age, by then he was already a year in the league or whatnot. And I don't believe he had the same level of support system that he now can bring for his family. Because it was like him and his mom, right? And whomever, and the team he had. So, you know, he is the foundation, right? He's the first of his generation in his lineage, in his family, to be at this, to be as capable and supporting of it as he is. He's the first to establish that, right? Nonetheless, he's framing every criticism of him as a basketball player as an indictment on his son's character. And that's been Stephen A. Smith's biggest contention and biggest grief with LeBron James. And for what it's worth, it's been our biggest grief with LeBron James fans. I can't say that the dude not the greatest basketball player I ever seen. Well, you attacking a black man, you just don't want another black man to be happy. What's wrong with you? And nah, bro, he not the. And so now, just like what happened with Stephen A. Smith, criticizing or critiquing the LeBron James Jr. or Bronny James, the basketball player, the potential second round draft pick of a team, and his performance or his preparedness for this level is attacked at this man's character. It's been misdirected because you feel a certain type of way because it didn't play out the way you expected it to. And that got to do with illusions of grandeur.
Listen, so that's why I asked you, bro, from day one, when he was on the cover of Sports Illustrated and they titled it The Chosen One, and he wore Jordan's number. Who trying to be like whom?
Right.
I knew the campaign.
He did address that today.
I know. Listen, bro. Listen, my son tried to show me. I said, man, listen, let's watch the Planet of the Apes again. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that.
Well, do you agree with his statement or not that he maximized the way that we did Melo, right?
What was his statement, if you don't mind? Can you recap or can you?
Sure. Well, one of them, in reference in this case right now, was specifically about his time in
give us the
Cleveland.
one that you're asking us. Do we agree with? Give us that one.
Yeah, please.
Yeah. So, as it pertains to his time in Cleveland, he said the 7 years that I spent there, I took them to a finals.
Yep.
If you go back and look at that roster, I maximized their value.
See, that's a statement. That's the arrogantness. That's the arrogantness. Yeah, you can quote that. That's the arrogance we're talking about.
How? That's a blanket statement.
I mean, in fairness to TJ, because he's done this a time or two. You look at the guys that were around him.
I knew you was
Anderson Vettel.
Listen,
let him go. Let him go. Barbershop. Let him go.
Excuse my friend.
Barbershop. You gotta let him go. No, don't do this. Barbershop, you got to. He about to.
Yeah, I got to be the voice for somebody.
He's about to walk right into it. Please let him go.
Okay,
let him
go ahead. Yeah, get there.
If I'm going to take the stance of
right,
defending that statement.
Judge,
right?
Barbershop.
Now remember, I was the guy. My PSN in 2002 was I win with Cavs, right? Okay. So I had the Boozer, Darius Miles, DeJuan.
We're not talking about 2K though.
No.
Okay, but I was piecing people with them.
What you was about to say.
So I understood what I understand what he means because that was hard. So when you look at those rosters today, and the same way that we did with Melo with his college team, again, coincidentally, we had the Villanova team that Jay Wright, one of his 2 winners, and how loaded it was with NBA talent, and how Melo Syracuse team was really the opposite of that.
Wasn't neither one. Them Villanova team, Jay Wright wasn't loaded with NBA talent.
Huh? DiVincenzo?
Bro, they might have had 2 or 3 guys. That team was not loaded with NBA talent, bro. Oh, come on. No, stop it. No, man, stop it. Listen, no. Listen. No,
See, I thought
let me tell you something, bro.
I asked him to stop because I thought
I don't do the chicanery, tomfoolery, Palarama.
What was that word?
Yeah, exactly.
Now, look at this. Jalen Brunson, Mikal Bridges, Dante DiVincenzo.
Hold on, man. Make the point about the Cavs roster.
Colin Gillespie. All right. Okay. All right. I digress with that part of it.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
However, the Cavs roster, right? Boobie Gibson. Who else am I missing here that isn't exactly your first team All-NBA? We're not talking. Remember, we're saying the first 7 years, not the return.
Oh God! Can you Barbershop?
Listen,
please,
if nothing else, let me tell you that so I'm gonna give you one instance, separate from all the rest of them, that have said when LeBron James cannot say nothing about the media in a negative light at all, because while the house was being built, his was buying furniture. In 2009. Don't tell me that the narrative wasn't being built, because before they even got to the playoffs, if I'm not mistaken, or right even in the middle of it, they was having commercials with him and puppet commercials with him and Kobe, like they was already in the finals. And Dwight Howard said, "How the hell y'all gonna play a commercial with him and Kobe in the finals, and they ain't even played us yet?"
Yep.
You can't tell me that no narrative wasn't being built around this dude, man. I'm sick and tired of this perception is reality when it's a false reality and a syllogism. Listen here, at the end of the day, that Allen Iverson-led Sixers squad, we did a comparison when I did what's called Paper Champions, roster for roster. Everybody likes to use statisticals and next gens to say who is and who ain't. Well, if you go from that roster, the 07 Cavs from top to bottom, and the Sixers 01 from top to bottom, and then close your eyes and visualize what you saw on tape, tell me if that Allen Iverson 01 squad was not far less formidable. Yes, they was defensively, they were good, but on offense, who else did you have to worry about hurting you? And I don't want to hear about this no help either, because if you go and look at what Sasha Pavlovich and all of them other guys was averaging, that was more than enough. Like LeBron led in 2009, the Cavs won how many games? 66 games. So if you led some bums in 07, in 09, and y'all won 66 games, and it's because of you, then you should have got it done. Period. Because the 2 that Kobe won without Shaq, go look at that roster. I don't want to hear this, bro. You can't be outside throwing rocks with everybody, and then when the window get broke, you the only one holding your hands. I'm done with that.
Said he maximized their value.
Done with that.
Yeah,
garbage.
I will read the direct quote here. My 7 years there, I had great years. I was able to take them to the finals.
Yep. I
was able to take a team. You look back at the roster and say, "What the heck?"
Yeah, that's why Mo Williams told him to speaking of take. That's why Mo Williams told him to take his ass back down there, because you ain't getting the ball hog.
Go ahead.
Ball hog.
Keep saying,
ball hog is what I'm trying to tell you. Stay on the perimeter. Remember that article I had, Gully, about they mentioned LeBron and Kobe and the fallacy of whether or not who was the ball hog? Yeah, he is. He got to have the ball in his hands, bro. Listen, I say when it come to that dude, peel back the layers. Please. Miss me with the pomp and circumstance and the pageantry surrounding this dude and the picture being painted. I don't like art.
Well, I will point this out.
Oh, please.
You got different mixed reactions on Twitter over this, of course, and obviously we're live there now. E-Man is checking in saying you failed in terms of giving up a Kobe versus LeBron NBA Finals. It would have settled a lot of debates between you guys. And then you have, of course, there's two sides to this. Kobe and Jordan are not taking those teams to the finals.
No, they're not. You know why they're not taking those teams to the finals? You know why they're not taking those teams to the finals? Because those teams wouldn't have been made for Kobe
Thank you.
And LeBron. Understand this. I give this classic example. Barbershop, how tall are you?
5'11".
Do you know your measurements for a suit? Like your
No, I don't.
Okay.
Like 42 long and all
No.
No.
Let me explain something to you. The team that LeBron says he maximized their value is a team custom built for him to do just that. LeBron James on that roster works the way LeBron James did on that roster. Michael Jordan with that Cavs roster is just like the hypothetical. It won't happen because that roster would not have been built that way for Michael Jordan.
Thank you.
Like the Kobe Bryant roster would not have been built that way for Kobe Bryant. That team was custom suited for LeBron James to maximize his value. First of all. Second of all, I bring up names of that era and people laugh at me. But then if we go back and we take a time machine and we take a DeLorean with a flux capacitor, we go back to 2007, 2008, and 2009, we recognize how valuable a guy like Michael Redd would have been had he been a Cav. We recognize how valuable a guy like Amari Stoudemire would have been had he got traded to Cleveland. You know why they didn't want to go to Cleveland? And they considered it because at that time, Cleveland, outside of LeBron James, was a dump. The vision that Dan Gilbert had for revitalizing a city and economy based around its sports team, something that you so eloquently articulated, Barbershop, all those years ago, had not come to fruition yet. And guys who need to participate in the process, unless they have a great vision for the beyond, they're not going to be with it. They don't see that potential because they're playing basketball and they're making their money. They don't see the whole potential and appeal and then position themselves to be a part of that process. They don't see that.
So let me ask you this, Gully. Hold that thought then. So then how can this, so then the narrative then was at that time, especially if he led bums, how can the team that you lead be bums, but at the same time preceding that statement is he make everybody else better? If you're the reason why, then be like any top 5 chef and go in the cupboard. You seen them shows where the dudes say, you got to work with whatever ingredients we give you in this cupboard. You got to make this type of dish.
Well,
if you the man, you're not going to always get the best ingredients. If you the dude, work with what you got and make it happen. If you the reason why.
D. Reeves on Twitter did share this and wanted you guys to gauge that. A lot of his fans claim that LeBron single-handedly brought the Cavaliers in the 2007 NBA Finals. Here is their statistics in the Eastern Conference Finals. Again, with some.
Hey, listen. Here, you're not understanding what I'm telling to you, and I'm with whoever shared this. Shout out to you. But here's what I'm saying. If 07 was led by some bums and the players that couldn't get it, you was back in the same position in 09. You had 2 more years of playoff experience.
Right.
So how is it that in 09 you couldn't, in 2 years greater than as you should be, do what you did in 07?
And here's the thing too, right? Let's think about it.
Man,
let's think about it too. Hold on, wait. Do you know what's even more special about that 2009 season?
Holla at me.
The Magic took care of the biggest problems the Cavs had. That was Boston.
Absolutely.
The Magic took care of that.
Absolutely.
So
how come you couldn't do in 09 what you so claimed to have done? If 07 was what you did was so great,
right? And I'm saying if you say you single-handedly did it, man, understand that.
Then why you ain't single-handedly do it in 09?
The roster, right? The roster and the teams could have been better for two reasons. A, like we brought up, your performance as the leader of the team, right? Not a leader, not a valuable piece. And I hate calling people pieces, but since you want to discredit them, so the pieces around you weren't great. You that dude, you had two opportunities, two ways to be able to get that done. A, cultivate a better playing team around you, or put yourself in position where you could have had guys come in and win with you. But
absolutely,
they already were concerned about you not staying there in the long run.
Absolutely.
And who could have controlled that narrative?
Hey, we're gonna take a 20-second. When we come back, we're gonna finish this up and we're gonna get to this bracket. If the NBA playoffs start today, we're gonna take a 20. That's right. Because after that one, I need one. Holla at your boy. All right, we back. Hey, I don't remember what year it was, but there was a magazine, or what magazine was it? Forbes magazine. He did an article for a magazine, bro. And here's what I keep trying to tell people who are not from Cleveland. Okay, that Akron-Cleveland rivalry runs deeper than Ohio State, Michigan. He said in an article in this magazine, it was probably 2004 or 5. I'm from Akron. We don't like Cleveland at all. I'm saying that to say, miss me with whatever he is he talking about, what he thought he did for Cleveland. I guarantee you he don't love the folks in Cleveland as nearly as much as the folks who in Cleveland still live in Cleveland love him. Northeast Ohio. Man, please, I ain't buying what you selling. Huh? Yeah, because I'm smelling like the powdered sugar on a pile of dogs, and you trying to convince me it's a funnel cake. It ain't happening. I see flies taking off and landing. Anyway, let's get to some of these. What if the NBA playoffs start today? Oh, my gosh. All right, Double J, D Gully, y'all ready?
Let's do it.
Okay, then. All right, up here in the top left corner, you understand? This is if the NBA playoffs started today. This is from the Bleacher Report. We got the Brizacket. We're going to start over here on the west side. OKC and the Clippers. As things stand, if they continue to, and the things shake out this way right here, the seedings and such, how we see that matchup turning out? Ain't nobody gonna say nothing? Why do y'all wait to get here?
Tackle this first.
Why would I tackle it first? I'm always going first. Okay, I don't exactly. Yeah, I'm just saying. My gosh. Okay.
Well, look, I actually think this is a little bit closer than one would imagine. Kawhi is actually, at least in these last 10 games, is playing arguably the best basketball that he's played in his career.
Yeah.
If this continues, if that's not a microcosm of or some kind of anomaly, and that's who he is and has returned to, they're cooking with something. I've watched a lot of Clipper games. Originally was more of a novelty and kind of an ode to Bro Rich that I would give my viewership and assess accordingly. But now Norman Powell and those guys have really kind of gelled and more so, even to an extent, even the role that guys like Ben Simmons have been able to provide in spelling these folks a few minutes, all seems like it would be added contributions in a playoff setting. However, you're talking about going against a team that is literally the best defensive team in the league. My concern is We're currently looking for a face of the league. Okay, SGA.
Who's looking? Listen, this is what I'm trying to say, bruh. Why are we still looking for a face of the league? If the league ain't the same in no other aspect, we done got rid of hand checking. Everybody crying about that. We got rid of defense, too many threes, all that. So if everything is changing, Wemby is 7 foot 4,900. Yep. If everything is changing, bro, why do we have to have a face of the league? Why can't the league be the face of the league?
That's a very valid question. Truthfully, it should be. When you think of
let parity be the face of the league. In other words, how about that?
Generationally, some of your best. When you think of the mid '90s NBA on NBC, and when that
now you want to wait. Now you want to wait. Okay, no theme music.
When all of those faces would, in their respective highlights would play, you had multiple guys, despite it being a Jordan era. And
okay, but it's one thing missing today that was evident back then. Competitiveness.
Well, do you think to your point, don't you believe, again, especially now, I would say especially after today's statements, right? There's going to be less apologists out there from the media, certainly, because again, we've said this.
But you got to ask yourself why.
In years past with guys like Roger Craig, that the media keeps score.
Roll, man. Listen, Brian Windhorst, Kendrick Perkins, Ryan Hollins is still one.
Well, Stephen A. Smith just said if he would have pushed him or something, he would have swung on him. I mean, that's where we're at right now.
Okay, bro, but they wasn't. Listen, but it wasn't like that 4 years ago, 5 years ago, 6 years ago. Listen, at one point, everybody was singing his praises. Now, all of a sudden, they're not. It's a reason why that they're not showing you. Remember now, television, TELL-A-vision is scripted. They got a green room. I keep telling y'all. Okay, it's a reason why you see on every talk show. It's a reason why they got papers. They don't just put the cameras in the room. TNT, Chuck, and Kenny, and none of them. You heard Kenny say to Chuck 1,000 times. Man, when we was back there, when we were talking in the room, they all choreographed this stuff before they come on air.
Right.
So I'm trying to tell you right now, the idea once upon a time was, and it's in matter of fact, is one guy that Rick Bucher, when somebody came out and said that he was paid or he was approached for payment to say X, Y, and Z about to build the narrative. Come on, man. Everybody that was on the Clutch payroll once upon a time and all that old type of stuff and all whatever's going on in the league now, they ain't the same no more. So now everybody mad at everybody. It's just that what you're doing is you're seeing stuff that was really there. Now the warts is being uncovered. They were just glazed over with that Krispy Kreme sauce. And the donuts is dry, baby. I'm just saying, bro. The league is getting what it's supposed to be getting right now. Okay? Because it ain't been giving the fans what they deserve. Okay? Low management done ruin a lot of little kids' hopes and dreams of seeing their favorite player play, and he ain't playing. But like for instance, the game, and I'm not here to pick on him. I'm just pointing stuff out. Okay. Jason Tatum driving left, throw the little chicken wing. Your boy snap his head back, momentarily on one knee holding his throat, but then turns out later on that his banana boat groin was hurt. Make up my mind, man. Just like in 08, 09, was it? At the free throw line, shooting the free throws with the wrong hand. Then 2-3 games later, jumping around celebrating. Man, stop, bro. I was at a Cavs game one time. Okay? They was playing the Bucks, mind you. And I was invited before the game started, sitting down there talking next to Danny Ferry, watching Andy Varejao and Shannon Brown go one-on-one. Nobody in the arena, but maybe a couple of securities and a couple of folks sweeping and stuff, and them two guys and me and Danny Ferry, we sitting there chopping it. Shannon Brown Andy going at it. But Shannon Brown didn't play in the game due to health reasons. I was like, oh, okay, that's how they do.
What's the name said that just a couple of days ago? I seen
okay.
Yeah,
about
the politics with the shooting. That's why you'll see these guys will sit out and they had 2 shots the game before. Now all of a sudden they put up a 40 piece, and that's something multiple people have kind of shed light on, that the politics of the play and the shot selection and who gets what. I mean, I'll even point out the Pelicans game versus the Pistons with Cade not playing as an example, and CJ McCollum literally was like 2 of 11 from 3, and it was like, man, Bruce Brown went 1 of 2 in the first 2 minutes of the game, never took a 3 again the rest of the game, and it was
how long have you been knowing me, roughly?
We're going on. It feels like forever, but we're on to almost a decade now.
Okay, right, long enough, right? Tell these people that's viewing, and shout out again to the people, because if it's not for y'all, it ain't no us. Tell the people straight up, what are you seeing now from a national standpoint that I have not said to you since you've been knowing me? If you know one thing about me, I'm not saying I'm always right, but I ain't never wrong. I'm just saying, but I've been consistent. If you're going to King Ebenezer and the 3 boys, for all my Christianic folk out there who know the moral of the story, if you're going to stand, stand. If you're going to sit, sit, but do not waver. Gully, how long have I been saying what everybody's seeing now? And I'm not saying I'm no Negro dinosaur, no nothing like that. But
since the inception of the shock report.
Since the inception of. That's basically what it was built on. Like, stop lying, man. Stop lying, bro. If that's who you like and that's your favorite dude or whatever it is, so be it. But don't lie. Hey, y'all remember once upon a time I was a staunch Miami Hurricane fan. Y'all know that. And when we did our college football preview and they was ranked number 9, who was the first person to tell you they didn't deserve to be there? As much as I was a Hurricane fan, bro, I'm not going to lie for you. If you stink, you stink. And I'm going to tell you stink. But that 1-8 Clippers matchup at the end of the day, look, man, I'm going to say this to you right quick about this whole Stephen A, Media A, LeBron A, and all that other stuff today and tomorrow. A.
You don't give an A.
Arnold Rothstein taught me that no sporting event is completely left up to chance. And Tim Donaghy taught me, because I read the book Personal Foul, and you all should read it too, to follow the money. Okay, period. Man, please. When the TV go off, when the game go off, and that's if I can sit through it, to tell you the truth. But I mean, we do a sports talk podcast, so I grin and bear it. But when it go off, bro, I'll go do something else. Unless somebody called me and say, "Hey, man, did you see the?" Okay, then I talk. But I'm not about to be going back and forth on social media and living my life on there talking about some. Yeah, no, it was a dad. Hey, listen, you believe what you want to believe, okay? But I'm not the type of guy who, when you pull up in the Dodge Hellcat because it looks fast and it sounds fast, I'm just gonna assume that it's fast. No, I'm gonna ask you to open the hood. That's me. But anywho, yeah, that's Thunder Clippers. I'm with you, Double J. As much as I give my boy Ricardo Stafford the business about them Clippers, yeah, them playoff lights and 82 game season is totally different from 7-game series. Trying to say,
but let me ask you this, right?
What do the Clippers do the Thunder do that is a playoff translatable? Defense. That you know that's going to translate to the playoffs.
Defense, and unfortunately, this fact that I'm actually questioning, because I've never encountered this to the point where it is really interesting to me to see what the league does about it, what the reaction is.
Of what?
They are calling SGA a free throw merchant.
Yeah, because he getting away with the creating the contact, the fouls. What you talking about, right?
No. Hold on.
Yeah, but we've never seen a star like that's been known for decades, right? We've hated it, right? The Jordan rules and all that type of thing, where it's like, oh, you can't even breathe on these guys, and forget the era.
Okay, but that's not Shy's fault. Listen, you can't blame the players for a system that they didn't create.
but now this is the first time we're ever really seeing pushback.
Well, it's high time, don't you think?
Right when, I mean, this is potentially your league MVP.
Okay, let me ask you this, man. I don't care what a player's status is, whether you think he's the greatest of all time or greatest sometime. When you turn the game on, can you sit through an entire game without watching something else? Are the games compelling? Can you sit through a 48-minute NBA contest, no matter who the two participants are, and say to yourself, oh, I can't wait to see this one. I ain't moving. No, you can't. And you shan't not. And why is that? Because you got two supposedly professional franchises go up and down the floor for 4 and 5 minute stretches, taking ill-advised threes, and nobody scores. Count the scoring droughts in the Today BA amongst both teams. Man, please, bruh. Please. You're not sitting down watching it like you did when the North Carolina Tar Heels, for instance. I'm talking about college basketball when Rasheed Wallace and Stackhouse was roaming, or them Cincinnati Bearcats when Corey Maggette and all of them. Yeah. Kenyon Martin and all of them. Bob Huggins on the side. Yeah. Listen, all I'm saying to you is when you watch an NBA game, yeah, we sit here and we do this and we talk about it. This is fun. Hee, ha, ha. But in all seriousness, when you sit and watch an NBA game, man, I want you to tell. I bet you can't watch it without the sound. I bet you can't do it. Yeah, that's what I thought. Because I've been telling people that and asking that for years. Have you ever watched an NBA game, even the first quarter, without sound? Big difference. Yeah, but in that 1-8, let's move things on. In that 1-8, Thunder, Clippers, it's a toss-up, to tell you the truth. Because Kawhi, the Clippers got that playoff experience, man. They just do. OKC, legit. But we already know, just like on the other side, on the east side over there with the Cavs, man, ain't nobody going to be buying it, man, until you show it in the playoffs. There's too many question marks. Regular season, Cavs and the Thunder, but they don't give it out because of regular seasons. I don't know what year it was, but there was a season when the Richfield Cavs, mind you, swept the Michael Jordan-led Chicago-led Bulls 6 times. That's when it was the Central Division, and they played the Central Division. Every team played each other 6 times or 7 times, whatever it was. But 6 straight times, the Cavs swept Michael Jordan in the Bulls in that regular season. And that's what prompted a lot of sports writers back then to make the bold claims. Even the Chicago sports writers were saying, "Oh man, the Cavs gonna win that." I said, "Oh man, contraire mon frere, you don't do that." Once the regular season ends, what I used to do back then, when I first started sports talking, once the regular season ends, I did you can ask Brother Rich, what's a playoff translatable? After I watched that team's, all their games, as many as I could, I said, okay, what 3 things does that team do that I know will translate to the playoffs? Because it's about perspective, people, okay? Once the playoffs get here, you got to put on a different set of lenses. And you might be the same teams you're watching and the same colors and the same logos on the jerseys, but the style of play is going to be entirely different because you got 7 games now as opposed to 82. One thing you can point out, though, and that's kind of tried and true, is pick however many games you want to, but once you get towards the tail end of the season, which team is, and the same goes for any sport, really, who's playing their best basketball on both sides of the ball? Whose style of play is more balanced? Because again, how many offensive possessions do you see go to waste in a game of magnitude? How many? Okay. Bro, I'm just saying it was a different standard. I ain't saying my era was better. I'm saying it was a different standard. Even at our rec leagues, bro, when we was on offense, we knew how to get out and transition and do all of that, but we made the most out of. And if you got back on D, then trust and believe we was moving ball the whole 9, bro. We made every possession count. That don't mean we always won. But that was the standard for everybody that was playing against everybody. You know what I'm saying? And then sometimes, in some cases, the talent, when they put together they whole made every possession count, then they talent outweighed everybody else's talent type deal. But no matter where you went to play, bro, we didn't waste offensive possessions, man. We didn't just come down hoisting. Even if you was a 5-star AAU recruit at the park, you hoisting, bro, you're not getting picked for the next game. You better make sure your team win. And if your team did win, them other dudes will lightweight freeze you out. We had rules, bro. Rules within the rules is all I'm saying. But yeah, that's a toss-up, Clippers and Thunders. Anywho, Lakers and Grizzlies. Let's stay on the west side. Who you got? And again, now, this is if the NBA playoffs started today.
I'll take the Lakers.
Okay. I mean, you said that like, I mean, I don't have no vowels over here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't know if
LeBron just won it at the buzzer.
Won against who?
Pacers.
Oh, imagine that. Yeah.
Oh, that's a good one. All right.
Yeah, really. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know if the way that the Lakers are tuning themselves up. And you talked about playoff experience in the clutch with Ja Morant and company in Memphis. I don't know if they got much that they can put against a Laker front, especially with home court advantage. That would shock me in this series. So I just think the Lakers got this one.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I actually could see that going either way. Lakers defense, I'm sorry, is atrocious. And Ja, if nothing else, he's gonna attack all day, every day. You know what I mean? Them scores gonna be outrageous, though. I'm talking about 125 to 124. Yeah, 139 to 137. It'll be outrageous. But yeah, that's a toss-up. Both of them first two is really a toss-up. I can see either team winning either series, to tell you the truth. That 3-6 Nuggets Warriors. That's gonna be a good one. Because look like Jimmy Butler over there making a difference, bro.
Yeah, except for last night, but
I didn't see what happened last night.
Well, versus the Heat, he played in Miami, and they didn't look too good.
Oh well, it's some stuff going on there. That whole Tyler Hero and all that old type of there's some stuff going on there. Yeah, I mean, yeah, but this is against the Nuggets, man. I'm telling you, the Nuggets will be right back in the thick of it if they had somebody to spell Joker. Double J, who come up
now?
Huh?
Yeah, I'm saying they're the third seed now.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Man, I told you what my dream matchup would have been. Joker and Hakeem.
Yeah.
Joker and Hakeem, man. Dream would have dropped him off. Ain't no question. Dream would have dropped him off.
But you're right, bro. He'd have been serving up, though. That's
what I'm trying to say. That's what I'm trying to say. Joker coming right back at you, though. He coming right back.
Like, really, be honest with you, it's almost like we kind of seen it, man. I can tell you to say that we see it, man. But he didn't play that position, though. See, what's the name? Was 6'10".
Who didn't play? 16. Who didn't play that position?
Larry Bird.
Oh,
Larry Bird is Joker to me.
Oh, okay. I get where you're going. In terms of movement, little to the wasted movement. You know what I'm saying? Kind of methodical. But you know what Bird's advantage was?
What's that?
Even though I will say this, you got way more cats jumping out the gym now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But just because you can jump out the gym don't mean you're a better basketball player.
Yeah.
Player encompasses all aspects. You know what I'm saying? Like, are you a 5'2" player type of deal?
Yeah.
But you had enough guys who was jumping out the gym. Bird thought the game 5 steps ahead of everybody.
Okay.
Case in point, they always show it like before they do the like when they how they do a pregame show or whatever, like NBA Game Time or something.
Yeah,
they always show highlights or playoffs or play some before a playoff series start. They always show highlights of former playoff series games, whatever.
Yes,
moments that Isaiah was out of bounds.
Bird stole the ball.
And Bird stole the ball. Go look at that picture from like as if you were sitting behind Isaiah in the seats. Where was Larry Bird at in the picture?
Right.
At the begin. I'm talking about before Isaiah let it go.
Yeah.
If you go look at that, look at that moment from an angle wider than the one that you know from your TV, one that included Bird before, and look where he came from to steal the ball.
Right.
How did he know? How did he know that was he was already anticipating, bro?
Yeah.
It ain't but a few people I've seen in sports.
The anticipatory skills is like
Deion Sanders was one. Bo Jackson was one.
Yeah, Wayne Gretzky.
Gretzky, no question.
Yeah, but right, but Deion Sanders, right? How? Yeah, Deion Sanders.
Shout out to Miss Alva. Miss Alva's weighing in. She says, fun fact, according to my mother, I'm somehow related to Larry Bird. Okay, well, if that's the case, get us tickets then to the Cavs and
Pacers or whatever.
The Cavs and the Celtics Eastern Conference Finals. My gosh, don't come over here bragging if you ain't got no tickets. I'm just saying. Shout out though, but my goodness. I mean, you know, come on, man. At the end of the day, man. I'm actually picking the Nuggets though in that series, to tell you the truth. Then on the bottom side, man, which I think, again, if the playoffs started today, that Rockets Wolves, that's going to be the best played series on the whole West Side.
In the entire playoffs or in the entire
I said the whole West Side. You heard what I said, the whole West Side. I ain't said the entire playoffs, the whole West Side.
Right, so the best on the
Mrs. Alva's weighing in again. She said, listen, I love my mother, but I do not believe her. Oh, why really? That's what you be doing? Oh, wow. No. Yeah, you getting a button for that, Miss A.
You know and then here, you know,
how you gonna get on here talking about you love your mother, but you don't believe her?
Larry Bird show up at the family reunion. Here it is, this comment. It's gonna be all across.
Exactly. Right. Yeah, they're gonna all have on shirts, and she gonna show up like, what's going on?
And Megan didn't believe us.
Yeah, so that's why he gonna act like he don't know you. Right. Yeah, it used to be my homie, but anywho, I'm just saying. I think that Rockets Wolves, though, I think that's gonna be a good one, bro.
How about the fact that the Rockets are the quietest second seed in modern history?
I don't know. Because my gosh, Jalen Green.
They are the quietest number two. Like they are the quietest number 2 seed. I mean, they number 2. Like literally, they are a NBA Finals contender for real. Legit, even in the West.
Well, but that's by design.
Well, right. But what I'm saying is
that's why I don't watch the talk shows no more, bro. This is what I'm trying to tell you. The talk shows drive
narratives.
You know what I'm saying?
And narratives are decided by
and perceptions and so how people see things when you come to sports. Every time you turn the TV on, they find a way to talk about the Lakers.
Yeah.
They don't even talk about the Rockets. They'll mention the Rockets as a formality.
Right.
You know what I'm trying to say? But they don't talk about the Rockets like they do. Man, they will talk about they will start the show off about the Lakers. Do the Lakers have what it takes to be the 19th seed? And then they talk about that for 88 minutes. And they go to a break. When we come back, we're gonna find out if who should have the ball more, Luka or LeBron. And they come back and talk about that for 81 minutes. And then in the last 3 minutes, they be like, oh yeah, you know, the Rockets won by 3 yesterday over a buzzer beater.
Over the Lakers.
Over the Lakers. Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, man, come on, bro. Nah, man. Come on, man. Come on, bro. And you know what's crazy? The same people come back every day to watch the same guys say the same thing about the same thing in the same fashion and manner. But then want to talk about want to try to argue with me. But you just, I'm not no sheeple. Right. I tell you that. Okay.
Familiarity, man.
Hey, turn on a national talk show and tell me when do you get your pen and pad moments? Huh? Yeah, because every time Stuart Scott jumped on the screen, baby, I had a pen. Booyah! Something. I was gonna learn something.
Right.
Man, please. I sat down and watched that 2003 on now era, basically. After not 2003, excuse me. After Kobe left, man, I come to the tape, man, with pen and pad, man. Paper be blank as all get out. No, I'm getting an F. I'm just saying. No, I'm getting an F. I'm just saying. But yeah, I think on the West Side, though, I think that matchup right there, that Rockets and Wolves. If I had to sit down and watch one, like get me a couple sandwiches or something ready with some barbecue Fritos or something and a nice little cold glass of Sprite. Don't y'all worry about that now. There ain't nothing to worry about. Oh, absolutely. I'm definitely sitting down there watching that one before I would any of the other three. To tell you the truth, we're gonna take another break. When we come back, this is a full one, y'all. Minute 45. When we come back, we're gonna hit the east side of the NBA. What if the playoffs start today? And then we're gonna jump right into some of that NCAA women's bracket first, and then we'll get to the men to finish things off. Don't y'all go nowhere. We'll be right back. That's right, y'all heard me.
It's Kate Cunningham, and you watching the Shop Report. I'm Harvey Diallo, and you watching the Shop Report. My name's Chris Murray, and you're watching the Shop Report.
Oh, you're Jay Knight, you're watching the Shop Report.
It's Braxton Key, you're dropping in on the Shop Report.
Barbershop Jay, Quentin Hines, Super Bowl champion. I'm ready. Let's do it. I'm on.
Hi, I'm Mars Edwards from Mercury Stadium, and you're watching the Shock Report.
Hey, I'm Billy Butler, and thank you for watching the Shop Report. Hey guys, I'm Les Norman, former Kansas City Royal, and you're watching the Shop Report.
Commander Brown, Detroit Rivers Mountain Training, and I'm watching the Shop Report.
Hey, this is Doug Flynn of the New York Mets. Well, a few other teams, of course, too. And you're watching the Shop Report.
I'm Matt Ramos, and you're watching the Shop Report. How you doing? I'm Rajay Davis, and you're watching the Shop Report.
How you doing? This is Nelson Figueroa, former Major League pitcher with a lot of teams. You're about to listen to the Shop Report.
Hey, this is Howard Johnson. You're watching the Shop Report.
Hi, I'm Heath Bell from the New York Mets, and you're listening to the Shop Report podcast. Yeah.
Hey, I'm Josh Tolley, former catcher of the New York Mets, and you're watching the Shop Report.
This is Edgardo Alfonso for the Mets, and you're listening to Shop Report.
Hey, this is Doc Gooden, and you're watching the Shop Report.
Hello, this is Mike Hampton, and you're watching Shop Report.
Hey, this is Herman Harvey, former NFL offensive lineman with the Cleveland Browns and the Baltimore Ravens, and you're listening to the Shop Report.
All right, we're back. No more thumping the microphone, brother. You know what I'm saying? Because you listen to the Shop Report. Yeah, y'all. That was like my man did that. Yeah, y'all. Anywho, let's get to the east side of this bracket so we can get to some of the
Fair East Side.
Hey, man, if you want to sing, man, go do the Mad Singer or something, bro. This dude right here, man. Ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis. Cavs at the Magic, if the things played out the way it is. And I'm here to tell y'all right now, I watched that Magic game a couple nights ago, man. Paolo Banchero and Horace Wagner, whatever his name is.
Yeah.
Wagner.
They got something there.
Yeah, they starting to form a nice little 1-2 punch, man. And they big too, bro. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm telling you right now, home court advantage. Well, will the Cavs have home court advantage
throughout the playoffs? No, they would have it unless they meet the Thunder in the finals.
Okay, in the finals, right? If everything, because I think the Thunder was up maybe 2 games.
2 games, yeah.
And,
right now, yeah.
Okay, home court overall or something like that.
Yes, correct.
Okay, but the Cavs will have it through the East. That's yes. Going. I know they done won. I know they got 2 15, 1,300 game winning streaks and all of that type of stuff, man. But something towards the latter part of the season, man. I don't know if they're running out of gas or they just ready for the hurry for playoffs to get here. I don't know what it is, but I just something about the Cavs, man. It just if this matchup play out and Orlando beat them, I won't be surprised. I won't.
I will see. All right. I see why you can say that because,
but the Cavs are a championship contender. So is that a double negative? Maybe
no, I don't know. I mean, one seeds have been shocked by 8, but more accurately to what you're saying, historically the number 1 seeds that have been shocked by 8, save the Spurs in 2011. we're not expected to win it all, right?
Yeah, but I don't necessarily go by seeding as opposed to what I'm seeing, because the tape don't
that's
lie.
exactly what
and
I'm
watched
saying.
the Cavs
That's
and I
exactly
watched
what
the
I'm saying.
Magic, and I'm telling you, the Magic might,
No, that's what I'm
abracadabra.
saying. I'm saying that. I'm saying effectively that when the ones were shocked by the 8s, the ones didn't look like they was gonna win it all. No way. Even the what was it? The Warriors team that beat the 07 Mavericks. I don't know that the Mavericks was gonna be champion, was gonna go to the finals. No way. So the fact that they ended up at the number 1 and they ended up losing by 8 didn't necessarily. It wasn't as shocking because I didn't think that number 1 was gonna win it all. No way. Difference is here,
and that was based on what though? Based on what you were seeing.
Yeah, that's what I said. That's what I said. I wasn't in contradiction of what you were saying.
Okay, gotcha.
I feel like though the Cavs, and the reason why I don't think that it will happen this year. I think what may happen is the Cavs might get beat up enough that it may perhaps jeopardize them in later rounds. I think they'll get past Orlando, but it may come at a cost. It might take them 6 games to do it.
Well, don't forget now, they got DeAndre Hunter, and they desperately needed a small forward. And they got a good one in that.
Yeah.
It's just when I watch them.
Absolutely.
See, what I look at, though, yeah, thanks, Double J, for weighing in. I mean, I didn't even know you still here. My gosh, this is unbelievable. You wait till you get here to go off camera. You know what I mean? But turn on the turnbuckle. My gosh, you all up in the ring with the Undertaker and anybody else. I don't know, man. Yeah, the Cavs are built. They built for it, man, but it just they don't have balance. They were at one point in the season, the ball was moving, players were moving, the ball didn't get stuck. Now, like at times, man, more often than it did earlier in the season, the ball is sticking.
Okay. Well, they added DeAndre Hunter.
I don't know.
When you say the ball is sticky, doesn't the game does change? Well, the ball shouldn't stick too well.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting. You definitely don't want the ball to stick, and you got 7 minutes to find out which wire to cut.
Yeah.
You can't be sitting there. That's what I mean by sticking. You're like, meanwhile, the timer counting down.
Right.
Okay, I'm just saying. We'll see though. That Pacers and Bucks. Before my heart go out to Dame Lillard, man, and it's real odd, man, that he got the same thing that Giannis had, but Giannis had it in his shoulder.
Why you say it's odd?
Well, I just find it interesting that blood clots.
Is it what in Milwaukee they get blood clots? Where is the insinuation?
I don't. It's no insinuation. I'm just, it's just interesting. I'll say it that way. It's just very interesting. But shout out to Dame. I hope that somehow, some way or another, that he could come back. But I don't know, man. How long did it take Giannis? Double J, you remember how long did it take Giannis before he came back?
A while, and that's the thing. Same, obviously, Wemby's been out the entire season for the same thing.
The Pacers, I watched the Pacers. They are talented, but they do not play according to their talent. They play according to next gen. I don't even see. I have yet to see Siakam, and I don't know. He don't post up no more. He was doing it in Toronto. Miles Turner, man, Indiana should be punishing people in the paint, bro, and they don't.
It's the rotation, and honestly, it's not Halliburton. It's the guy it's Mathurin. That's really the problem.
Well, Mathurin wasn't the problem before he went out, got hurt.
No, they played better as a unit with him out. Once they inserted him back in the roster,
but they was balling with him.
He should be coming off the bench.
Oh, absolutely not. Oh no.
Say what?
Yeah, say what? Yeah, say what? Say what? Oh, now,
Matherin should be coming off the bench. The offense flows better.
Gully, you already know that. Yeah, they got something to do with his parlay or something.
No, I'm telling you right now because
did Matherin mess your money up, Double J? Did he mess up your money?
Yeah. Hey, look, I've been cashing off Siakam and his assists. I'll tell you.
Oh, of course. So of course you don't want Matherin nowhere in the scene. Wow, really? That's bogus. Don't do that. Let's do that because they was balling. That's how you knew who Matherin was for real. Like, man, he balled. But anyway, no matter. I'm taking Giannis in the series like that. I just don't like the way the Pacers play.
Well, go figure. Right on cue, he got 2 assists today, so I haven't gone and checked that. But that sounds like that killed that.
Who got 2 assists?
Siakam.
Oh, did he?
You talking about that parlay that you sent me?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah. I'm glad I get my messages delayed from you.
Yeah, who would y'all have?
Sometimes.
Yeah, please. Who would y'all have? Who would you have in that series though?
Pacers Bucks.
Yes.
Man, I'm gonna take the Pacers.
Yeah, I mean at best it's Pacers in 5. I mean,
this Bucks serious?
Team. Remember, Bobby Portis is suspended for pretty much the rest of the year. Obviously, Dame's done for the season. He's not coming back.
Well, they got Kyle Kuzma. Hey, man. Hey, I'm keep hope alive. I'm throwing you.
Is it time to break up the band?
So you're taking the Pacers in 6? You said?
I would say 5. They may sweep them.
Oh,
Pacers
no,
aren't a slouch by any means.
Okay. All right. And that was that 3-6. I can't, it's too small for me. And I got on glasses. I shouldn't be. There's people out there like, well, what you got frames on for? Let me see something right quick. Oh, yeah, that Knicks Pacers. I'm sorry, Knicks Pistons.
Yeah.
And that 3-6. Shout out to the Pistons, though, baby. You understand what I'm saying? At one point, some people, I'm not going to point to nobody. Some people didn't think they was going to make it. I ain't going to point to nobody. I'm just saying. The same guy who don't like Rasheed Wallace and Cade Cunningham. Gully, am I lying?
Had a whole lot to say.
Oh, had a whole lot to say. Oh, yeah, Cade is balling, baby. And JB got them going where they going. Because I'm telling you right now, the Pistons will win that series. The Knicks messed up. I understand why they went to go, and this is my opinion again. I understand why they went to go get Karl Anthony Towns, but I don't know, man. That Mitchell Robinson and Hartenstein, that front court, it was something about toughness.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm saying they was bullying folks. They're not doing that now. They not, and on top of that, Tom Thibodeau, he run his players into the ground.
Hey, man.
I've been telling you that for years.
Well, you ain't have to because he is the coach Krzyzewski of the NBA. You ain't have to tell me. I've been watching Duke basketball since the 80s. Mike Krzyzewski he had a tremendous amount of talent come through the doors at Duke, but it did not translate to the NBA level, nowhere near to the tune of what Dean Smith's North Carolina Tar Heels did. That's because Krzyzewski ran his players into the ground and he overran them in college. They ain't had nothing left. It was a couple of them that withstood, the Grant Hills, Jay Will, we don't know, motorcycle, wing, Kellen Winslow Jr. I'm just saying, stay off the Ducatis, baby. Okay. Who else? Corey Maggette, maybe. Well, Kyrie, but Kyrie's a New York baller. So it ain't the school that made him. You know what I'm saying? It's the playground, baby. The Rucker. Shout out to the Ruck, baby. I'm just saying. What's my man name in Above the Rim? Shep.
Tom Shepard.
That's right, boy.
Came to race what we were, man. Came to race what we were.
Shep dropped 59 in corduroys, boy.
Right. Threw a pass to himself and caught it.
And hey, listen, boy, that trick photography ain't tricking nobody. You know what I'm trying to tell you. Yeah, anywho, but I'm taking the Pistons. And speaking of the Pistons, though, what's this I'm hearing, Double J, about D-Book coming over there?
he's desperate to come back. I mean, he's been, any chance he gets, obviously he's from the area. And the problem is now you have the culture and you have the pieces where even myself doesn't really view him in that same light. And honestly, his lack of success, team success, really kind of stands out more, where I wouldn't be opposed to the move, but a lot of people are very weary on what they would be willing to give up in order for him to come here. And so
give me a scenario. Give me a scenario right quick.
So a lot of people basically said if it includes Ivy, they said no. And that's
absolutely not.
That was not myself saying that. But again, Ivy was averaging 17.5 this year. He fit and complemented everything that was happening. And again,
he did what? He did what? He did what? What did he do?
He was complimentary to.
Imagine that! Ding dong, ding dong! Shout out. That's the J word for the day, baby. Complimentary. Gully, don't even say nothing. Don't. Okay, what was you saying, Double J? I said, Gully, don't say nothing and don't chew with your mouth full. I'm gonna call your mother. That's what I'm saying. I'm gonna have to do that right now.
You need to. Tell her you a call.
Oh, dang. Somebody had a birthday a couple of days ago. Shout out, happy belated.
Yes, sir.
D Gully, how old are you now again? 70 what?
For you not to ask me that question no more.
Oh man.
Did you just say old enough to eat cornbread without choking? Is that what you just said to me? Okay. All right.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Hey, that's not what we finna do. Not today.
All right, listen, I'm old enough to have college age children. All right. I'll just put it that way.
Okay, so you sat next to Abraham Lincoln in high school. Whoop-de-doo. Ain't nobody stop bragging, bro.
Oh, whatever, man.
Four score and 400 years ago.
Your diploma is on a scribe. It's inscripted in stone.
And guess what? You're not hurting my feelings because I told you that. I'm trying to say. I know who I sat next to. I sat next to me and Moses was on the lacrosse team, baby. Cricket. I'm trying to say 4. I'm just saying 5. Maybe they said it was 5 back then. I don't know. In medieval times. I've been around now. You know what I mean? You wonder why I look so good for my age? I drink milk. I'm just saying. All right. Baby goat's milk. Okay, because I'm the goat. Round up in these parts. Anywho, let's get to that last round right there. But I'm definitely taking the Pistons over the Knicks. That's me. Double J, who you got in that one right there?
Even Philly, with a healthy Brunson, you and again, remember Josh Hart obviously is a double machine. Very much, and that's a piece I could see.
Jalen Duran, don't Jalen Duran ain't he still over there?
Of course.
Oh, okay. I'm asking because I'm being facetiousing right now. Bro, I'm taking the Pistons. The Knicks are wore out. Ask Joakim Noah. I'm just saying. Hey, yeah. Ask Joakim. I'm just saying, bro. And that's another thing. That Derrick Rose Bull squad, bro. Who else hurting them? Who was hurting you offensively? Luau Dang. Yeah, Dang.
Yeah, actually.
Dang. Yeah.
Actually, yes. Actually, Rose and Dang, yes. Look at the numbers.
He was lightweight balling.
Dang was a baller, but he was like Capella, inconsistent.
All right.
Pull it up, Gully, because I would live out there.
Hey, listen, no. You can pull up his numbers all day, every day. I'm talking about what I saw on tape. Sometimes he show up, sometimes he didn't. Okay, he was like Disapiro. Or Homer Simpson, whenever his favorite team loses, the Dallas Cowboys, he fade back into the bushes.
We talking the 2011.
We're talking.
They had his second average. I mean, no, he was third. All right, so he averaged 17 and 5. You said inconsistent. Okay, that's fine. All right, let's see.
Okay, yeah. And we all know. And for the record, what are averages? Averages are you take so many games and divide them into whatever number and all that old type of stuff. So he could have averaged 17 for the first 4 games. But if we're looking at a 30-game span, he might have had 9, 7, 8, 9, 11, and 12, and 1, 10, a couple. Then you loop it all together and say he averaged 18 a game. No, bro. No, absolutely not. Yeah, I listen, I told y'all I was born at night, not last night. Don't do that. Go to the water cooler with that old trying to trickeration and whatever stipulation and contribulating down the field. Get out of here.
Right.
What the hell's going on out here. Just saying. Anywho, yeah, in that last one, do we even need to talk about that one?
Yeah, we do. Because the
Why?
Hawks are preparing for an upset.
Oh man, please. The Hawks
Come on,
got rid of
man.
everybody. Who we just mentioned? You just mentioned who the Bucks didn't have. The Hawks ain't got nobody but melted ice tray, and then who they supposed to beat with that?
Yeah, I want to know, what do they plan to do? Like, that team is in rebuild mode. Like, what do they plan to do?
Whoa. You have, in my opinion, the defensive player of the year. And I said what I said.
And who? That's who?
Daniels. That they found a gem.
Okay.
In Dyson Daniels.
Okay. Right. And the Cavs got their own version of Dyson Daniels. That's can't hit a bull in the backside with a jump shot of Coro.
No way.
I'm just
no way.
Yeah, okay.
Dyson Daniels PRA all day, every day.
All right. Anyway, I'm taking the Celtics. And with that, we're going to take another break. When we come back, we're going to get some of this NCAA talk so y'all can get on out of here and enjoy the rest of your work day tomorrow. Boo-hoo. Yeah, give me 126, baby.
I'm Jordan Gudeman, and I'm the founder and CEO of Eddie G's Cookies. I was first diagnosed with a nut allergy when I was young. At the time, there weren't a lot of labeled items that said if there may contain nuts or there are nuts in the food, so my brother and sister and I baked a lot at home, and we enjoyed treats from mixes and things like that, but I noticed that it was not the same as what my friends were enjoying, and I started making my own recipes. When it was time to pick a career, I decided to start a bakery so I could share my treats with everybody else. When I started creating my recipe, I was taking in all the things that I thought I was missing out on. A soft, chewy center, a crisp outside crust, and a taste that is just like it came out of the oven at a bakery. When I put all those things together, I had come up with a recipe for a dream cookie. Eddie G's Cookies only uses the finest ingredients. We have all natural flavorings, no preservatives, and every cookie is made in a nut-free environment. The best part about Eddie G's Cookies is that they can be delivered right to your door. You can share them or not. We won't tell.
All right, we are back. Let's get to some of this NCAA busted bracket, because mine's been busted. I told y'all mine was busted before I even printed it or made my picks. But that's just the way it goes sometimes. We're going to go to the women's side first. Unfortunately, we start things off on the women's side before I actually put the bracket up there. Well, that's fine. You can put it up there, Double J. It's fine with me. JuJu Watkins. Now, a lot of y'all are not going to like what I got to get ready to say. But I will preface it first by saying I feel bad for her, because I was so looking forward to her and Paige Beckers maybe meeting up, because that's what it would look like. It was on the collision course, USC and UConn. It looked like it was getting ready to go down. But me and my son sat and watched the play over and over and over and over again. And I'm telling you right now, she did that to herself. My son is a JuJu Watkins. He was like, "Dad, you hate." He got up off the couch. You know how Khalil do. Yeah. Oh, come on, gang. What you doing? Come on, gang. Yeah. I said, bruh. But what I had him do, we rewinded the whole play from before she got the outlet after the rebound, before she got anywhere before she got to half court. I forget, the shot went up from who were they playing? Louisville, right? It was Louisville. Wasn't it Louisville? I forget the team they were playing, but Louisville, something like that. Louisville, somebody missed the shot on the end. USC get the rebound, and JuJu already sprinting. And whoever get the ball, turn, see JuJu, and she kick it to her. Excuse me. That's what you're supposed to do. I'm getting an echo. I'm echoing on that end. My headphones here. Either way it go, that's what you're supposed to do. That's textbook. If whoever gets the rebound, it's echoing, man. Somebody got to mute their mic or something. I think that might be you, Gully. Mute your mic.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that was you. She did. Whoever got the rebound, turned, looked, found her. That's textbook. That's what you do. But once JuJu got the ball and turned to start going upfield, up the court. If you look at the play from the television angle and you stop it, no sooner she catch and turn to start dribbling JuJu, she had two defenders in her vicinity. There was a defender to her left that was out in front of her. We were always taught, even though as the offensive player, you got blinders on. All you see is straight ahead. There's nothing in front of you straight ahead, obviously, but the basket. But just like when you're driving on the freeway in and amongst traffic, you got side mirrors for a reason. You got to use your peripherals and your side, and all of that. And you have to, JuJu should have known before she got to the collision spot that she was not going to beat that first defender to that spot. Does that make sense? What she should have done was similar to what Barry Sanders did, because I showed my son that play. He said, "Oh, Dad, this ain't football. This is what I mean by when I say peel back the layers. It's a reason why Kobe Bryant had detail. May he rest." There are things in the scene of a play that most people are not looking for that had a lot to do with the outcome of the play and those plays in a game. I guarantee it. You remember when Barry Sanders, what he did to that New England Patriots defender? Do you remember? Anybody? Turned him inside out. JuJu caught that ball and started going up court is what she's supposed to do, but she had to realize she was not going to beat that girl to the spot, the one to her left. But if you watch the girl that was defending, her foot is outside of JuJu's lead foot, which means she already got a half a step on you, Secretariat. That defender was able to run straight down the line until the other defender came and they met JuJu to a point. JuJu was supposed to make that first defender, the one to her left, turn around. Remember, I used to always chide people about that game when James Harden was with the Rockets against the Denvers. I was like, how did he go from one end of the floor to the other for a game-winning layup and never once having to change direction? JuJu was supposed to change direction and made that defender to have to turn on her heels and still try to back up to catch up with her on the play.
Absolutely.
She could have turned her inside out 2 or 3 times, or she could have just stopped.
All she had to do it once.
Oh, she could have. And then my son was like, Dad, this is what I mean. When you look at a play, don't just look at the make or the miss.
It don't take but one time to look at it. It don't take but one time to look at it to see that the defender was with her the entire way.
She was with her the entire time.
Yeah, she was with her the entire way.
And then when you see once JuJu really once they all three really converged to the collisive spot, right before they collided, JuJu tried to hit her with the left elbow. Because she knows she ain't got that space. And then she kind of dipped down and it buckled.
Right.
You got to remember, and I know people they're like, man, you be talking crazy, all of your analogies and stuff. Bro, I'm trying to tell you how I see the game. I ain't saying you should see it the way I see it, but what all I'm asking you is take a wider view. Bruce Lee said, be like water. What does water do? Water flows, bro.
Right.
JuJu caught that ball, boom. She turned. She's supposed to. You don't do nothing but hesitate, and then come back to the left. Then, if you need to, come back to the right. But the whole while you're working your way forward.
I can understand why that. I can understand why that would have been difficult because.
No, difficult for who?
For her, because you got to remember. No, hold on. We got to remember there were 2 things happening. There was the defender that was to her left that had the lane, if you will, had right of way. But she also knew that defender had help on her right side. So she probably couldn't be able, she may not have been able to weave back and forth.
No, okay. Even if you don't weave back and forth, all you need to do is make that first defender turn around.
One time.
And the second defender, you basically taking out, you're taking 2 defenders on that one move. Them 2 defenders gonna run into each other.
My point is, no, she had 2 of them, but she had the ball. JuJu had she had two defenders, but she had the ball. What that meant was, and she had a guard too. What that meant was a teammate was going to be open. She didn't have to try to beat the trap, is what JuJu tried to do ultimately. She tried to beat the trap herself.
That's my point, bro. She could have avoided them with her dribble.
Yeah.
She could have avoided both of those defenders before she ever got to half court.
And the pass would have been available to her. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, a pass.
I'm talking about the first outlet pass to JuJu. JuJu still probably could have scored off of that play, but she does not get hurt, bro. If she realizes before, I used to tell Khalil Nasir all the time, if you are the offensive player closest to the person who rebounded and they turn to throw you the outlet, why do you think Magic used to be in and out of traffic, man? And doing all of that and leading dudes to a score? Because Magic, as soon as Magic was given the outlet off the miss and he started to break, Magic took pictures of every person on the court ahead of him before he even got down there.
Yeah, anticipatory.
And he already anticipated where everybody, he saw where everybody was, and he knew where everybody was going to be the more he advanced up the floor.
Yes.
Why you think instinctively he dribbled the ball between that defender's legs right there at the basket and then caught it right behind him and then laid it up?
Right.
Or on the seat of his pants, threw the ball between them for a bounce pass. Magic Bird was the same way, man. The instinctive, anticipatory stuff you can work on when you're by yourself, right? And then it's repetition. That's why the expression "practice makes perfect" is a false one. Practice makes permanent.
Not perfect.
Proper preparation prevents poor performance. And I'm not saying JuJu don't prepare. No, I'm just adding that in, saying if for anybody that like, oh man, all I'm asking y'all to do is go back and watch the play before JuJu got the pass to start the break, and ask yourself, what is there anything that she could have done? She was not going to beat that lead girl to the spot that they all ended up at, and she should have known that before she got there. It could have been avoided, is what I'm driving at, bro. But anywho, let's get to some of these Sweet 16s. I hate the fact that she ain't in it. You know what I'm saying? Now Paige got to go win it. You know what I'm saying? With no JuJu in it. I'm just saying, bro. Anyway, let's add this to the stage. All right, here we go. We got the women's B racking up here on this side, baby. And we doing the Sweet 16s. You understand me? Double J, where we at? Spokane. We starting in the Spokane section?
We can do that.
All right, UCLA and Ole Miss, baby. Who you got?
Me, UCLA. Too deep.
Yeah.
A lot of talent on that roster.
This UCLA team should have been in the men's bracket. I'm just saying, because that UCLA team, boy, did I jump out the plane.
I told you.
Oh, yeah, well. Boy, I jumped out the plane at 82,000 feet with no parachute. Talking about some DB Cooper. Yeah, okay. Splat goes the weasel. I'm just saying. Whoa, yeah, give me UCLA too. LSU, North Carolina State. Who you got?
It's going to be close, I think, but give me Kim Mulkey's group to at least make it one more round.
Double J, you married? You got a crush on Kim Mulkey? Because you've been picking Kim Mulkey for everything.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, my gosh, when we was picking the men's bracket, you kept talking
they
about Kim
do
Mulkey.
have Flau'jae Johnson still, so
Hey, Flau'jae can't flow with this, baby. It might be snow on the roof, but it's still fire in the furnace. I'm just saying. Whoa, don't start no stuff now. It won't be none. I'm just saying. Give me North Carolina State just because Double J got a crush on Kim Mulkey. And he's married. I don't know how he's pulling that off. It's couch detail for you again.
You on the couch.
Ain't you tired of couch detail, Double J? He built a little fort. You remember when we was kids, Gully? We took the couch and put sheets and stuff, made our own little tents and all of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, he got campfires and everything going. He been in that.
We're down the nostalgia road.
I'm just saying. Yeah, absolutely. Couch man. You got your own cape and stuff too? I'm just saying probably. USC, let's go to Spokane 4 bracket. We're going to move on down the line right there. Who you got? USC or Kansas State? I'm still taking USC.
Man.
USC don't lose till they get to UConn, bro.
I'm taking Usk as well.
Who? You know what?
Make sure that gets out there.
Yeah, don't. Man, this dude right here. Let me adjust my microphone because y'all ridiculous right now. Give me USC. Oklahoma. Is that Oklahoma? UConn? Is that what that is?
Sponsorship, harmless harvest.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I don't care what label you put on it. Over there, eyes watering. Talking about harmless harvest. Yeah, he done harvested something over there. You know what I'm trying to say? The boy over there making moonshine.
Right.
Michigan shine, baby, is what they calling it up that way. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, it's finna be lawless. Hey, but speaking of lawless, did you ever see that movie, by the way?
I don't remember it.
That wasn't that long
So
ago.
your memory is like mine.
Uh-oh.
No,
Once
I ain't
upon a
saying
time,
that.
don't start crying.
No.
Don't cry. Ain't no crying in podcasting. You over there wiping his eyes, crying. No, don't start none of that. Yeah, I asked you. Yeah, okay. Anywho, yeah, give me UConn. And on the Birmingham side, we going to Birmingham too, baby. Who was that? Carolina and Maryland?
Yep.
Ooh.
South Carolina and Maryland.
Ooh. I don't know.
Oh, looks like I know we're gonna get to the men's side, but it looks like on Pat McAfee's show tomorrow, the number 1 overall prospect on the men's side, or at least top 5, because it's always debatable, from Compton is going to be announcing where he will be playing next. Obviously, 3-time state champ as well as Gatorade Player of the Year. So,
did he also make his announcements of how many times he's gonna go in the portal?
Not yet.
Okay, I'm just saying. Do we blame the player for being able to make such a glamorous, and that's my word, announcement?
No, not at all.
Okay, because once upon a time, when a guy was going from high school to college, he said, you saw it in the newspaper. Okay, great, yay, clap, clap.
Oh, no, remember who started that? It was Kevin Jones, of course, friend of the program.
Kevin Jones didn't start that.
Yes,
he asked for the cameras?
Absolutely.
Okay, he asked for the cameras?
Yes.
Oh, I ain't buying that. I ain't buying it. KJ don't strike me as the type of dude to be. Nah, absolutely not, bro. Anyways, don't be. Oh man, Miss Albert. Yeah, you need to be on Couch Detail for all the March Madness and NBA playoffs. Yeah, and make omelets too while you at it, and pancakes.
Hey man, the egg white's too expensive these days.
Hey, bro, I'm telling you, I bought some off the corner. Cost me $32 for 5, bro.
I mean, look, not to get political here by any stretch of the imagination. I do want to point out the atrocity that took place from, unfortunately, where we would get our stuff from. Gully, you've been over here, so believe it or not, across the street was actually our egg lady. And she had ducks and chickens. And unfortunately, due to the bird flu, which of course has been around forever, a couple of her birds had gotten it, and the state came and did away with the rest in their own
euthanization. Oh boy, that's overkill.
Brutal. So yeah, I'm back in line with everybody else.
Huh?
Interesting choice of words.
Well, thank you. Is that a compliment or credit or discredit?
I just said it's not.
Or is it like the State Farm guy and the fisherman in the commercial? You give me like dot on the string. Oh, you almost had it. Oh. Yeah. Anyway, let's move on. I'm taking South Carolina. I think it's gonna be a tough one though. And right now, again, we're just doing the Sweet 16s. Once as the brackets advance to the Elite Eights and Final Fours and so on and so forth, in the championship matchup, we'll come back and we'll do a little snippet on that too. And we do the same thing for the men's side. But yeah, give me South Carolina. But I think it's gonna be a tough one. North Carolina, Duke. Y'all can pick that one.
It's gonna be North Carolina.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You over there playing Candy Crush on your phone? What North Carolina? Why? How? What? Why?
Because I picked them.
Oh wow. Okay. Well, put me in my place. I'm just saying. Ooh, this dude right here, man, getting a little Double J. We got any comments on that side? Because I can't see the.
All clear right now. I mean, I'm checking the Twitter sphere. Obviously, they're having a field day with what we're doing, but I'm waiting.
Oh, okay. Well, then let me shout out the tweets, baby.
Yeah, you are not making very many friends with your King comments.
Okay, well, guess what? I mean, you know, we all got to be something in this world, and I guess I'm just the one to not be like.
You are right on the there. If you know, you're just above Skip Bayless on their list.
Well, hey, at this point, isn't Skip and Stephen A. about in the same realm now?
What realm?
I heard
what
he's
realm
coming
is that?
back.
What realm is that? Mario Kart?
What?
Donkey Kong Land?
Ooh, you heard who's coming back where?
Skip and Stephen A. are going to get reunited again.
Oh, man, please. I'll find Waldo first. Stop it.
Yeah.
What Carmen Sandiego? How and why?
Hey, Carmen Sandiego, man, she was nice looking.
Well, remember, he's a free agent right now.
I'm not no free agent. Who a free agent? Hey, don't be telling nobody about my.
Look, don't get those comments going again, because
I'm just saying, bro.
Throw that info out there, and you know,
man,
you've got to beat him off with a broom in the comments.
Oh man, please, yeah, okay. Anything we beat over here with a broom.
I got to act like Jaden Daniels' mom.
Oh yeah, she shouldn't have done that. I mean, I get it, but come on, man. JuJu, and JuJu don't need nothing from him.
Well, look, and then the very next game, she has an injury.
Well, I don't know. Where you going with that one, though, Jay?
No, I'm blaming his mom. Completely blaming his mom.
Oh, wow.
Well, listen, man. You know what? It's. I'm gonna tell you something though. At a point, when are you going to allow your lessons to be exhibited by your students themselves?
Well, okay, to your point,
because I said, let me explain. What it was JuJu Watkins that he was sitting down next to, right?
Absolutely, it was.
It was another athlete with a head on her shoulders, with professional ambitions that was moving in similar step as her son.
And for cosmetic
fun, and that's where I'm going to intervene.
Hold on, but for cosmetic purposes, she don't look like most of these women out here that look like sock puppets with lipstick on.
Right.
Whose eyelashes all over, and whose nails is 40 feet long, and they wearing JuJu got a little polish to her.
Hey, look, obviously I'm on a lot of the recruiting sites and that type of thing, and I happened to catch an interview with JD's mom, and she flat out said her biggest fear is actually him getting involved with a girl.
What happened?
And it shows. And it shows.
Whoa. Hold it, Gully. Hold on. At some point, she got to realize that she's his mother, not his wife.
Right, but but
ain't
remember, guys,
no but, bruh.
No, she's his agent.
Okay.
He has a financial investment in this kid beyond just what us parents have.
But her parenthood is blinding. Her parenthood could be blinding her to the fact he got a life to live. You got to let him grow up.
And at what point, right? He's already in the NFL. He's already got a contract. Listen, the sky is still the limit for him, and he ain't reached the skies just yet. But
She
what I'm
recognizes
saying,
that.
if JuJu Watkins looks to her like everything else she's trying to avoid him from,
then she needs
problem.
glasses.
Look, my own personal take on it is I wouldn't have intervened in that circumstance because I would have approved, at least on the surface, of the individual, the character of the individual that he's coming into contact with.
Hey,
that's somebody that is has goals of their own, and
she got the same kind of star power that he got, to tell you the truth.
Right.
Hey, but here's the thing too, though. Really, but I understand her. I understand the mother. Just like the mother who kind of went viral, she had her son in the background because some girl told her son that you're going to take me to a 5-star restaurant on the first day. And the mama was like, no, the mama went off. I get it. Because you have some leeches out here. But I mean, from where we sit in JuJu don't strike me as none of that right there. But at the end of the day, if the mother really had an issue with that right there, as a suggestion, let them sit together right there in that moment. But off camera, This is what I don't. That's the part I don't like. Everybody all of a sudden is doing stuff, but they're looking up to see where the camera at first.
Sound familiar?
Thank you.
No, wait a minute though.
Come on,
LeVar
bro.
Ball of all people, right? Who's done a fabulous job with those three for the most part. He stayed out of their way. He warned LaMelo. I watched the show where he was talking to LaMelo about the women.
What show?
The Ball in the Family. The later seasons where really Lonzo and Jello were already gone.
All right, but they had cameras, right?
Yeah, but he was very truthful about kind of the ones that you were in reference to a little earlier. Now, unfortunately, LaMelo's decisions, at least early on, kind of would indicate he was doing what he wanted to do. It didn't necessarily kind of coincide with that particular message. I'm not going to get into Jello because he's not in the league. But
so, what's your job as a parent? Any parent, regardless of what your stature is,
to guide, but you can't ultimately. It's not for you to make that final decision.
Of course,
you're hoping that those things. Something I'm saying all the time is it takes one mistake, and you could do all these things right, but you take one pitfall changes everything.
Okay, so that's my point. As parents, our job is to plant the seed and make sure the seed gets enough water and enough sunlight. But what it grows into ain't got nothing to do with me and you.
Yeah, and how it grows is a reflection.
We can't control that.
Now, here's where I'm.
But you got to let your son. But you have to let your son at some point become the man that. You got to let him become a man.
He's gonna have to fire her.
That's exactly what's going to have to happen.
Yeah,
unfortunately, Belly, I think that's what will end up occurring.
He's gonna have to
if someone's close enough, and it's going to end up toxic one way or the other.
He's gonna have to.
Unfortunately, it will because, and like you said, like you highlighted before, just a few moments ago, Barbershop. Her mother's intuition, her skepticism, how she's going to protect and continue to protect and provide and want to be watchful for her son won't change. And she can give a damn, excuse me, I understand the show. She can give a damn about our opinion. I get that. I recognize that. I will say though, I will stand in agreement with you that the way she expressed the fact that she's going to have her son's back, she did that in a way where she actually did him a little bit. She
did him more harm than good.
More harm than good because now it was about her. It was about Mama Daniels. I don't know. Now her last name Daniels, the last name, right?
Yeah. Either way, go ahead.
I'm gonna say Mama Daniels because you know what I mean,
right?
And I feel like that's the part that's the part that's going to create trouble because at what point, knowing his commitment to being the best that he can be as an athlete and as a person, at what point does he get to say, Mom, your interest is different. We have a conflicting interest. And in my best interest, I'm going to do what's best for me.
Hey, Floyd had to fire his father once upon a time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
eventually. Right. And so that's where the road looks like it can be headed. You know what I'm saying?
Because even as a parent, don't you at some point you have to be able to, you're not going to be able to see what you've put into the child if you keep helicoptering.
Right.
You got to step back. Okay, for years I poured into this and I'm always using my children as an example.
Yeah.
For years, I'm telling Khalil, and I say, like, look, man, y'all don't want to go down X, Y, and Z road. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, at some point, I got to step back and see if what I've been saying has caught, if it caught on. So he said to me one day, my oldest, he said, Dad, man, I get it when you talk about, the game ain't changed, only the players. Well, we've been saying that, it was passed down to us, right? He said, but guess what, though? He said, the rule book has. Dang. And he was 20 and I'm 50 something. You get what I'm trying to say? So in other words, he's showing me that he been listening. So I said, you know what? I got to fall back. I can, at some point in a child's life, as a parent, you got to see whether or not if they're willing to help themselves. You got to see if they can do it.
Yeah.
When they babies, you changing their diapers, obviously. But once they get old enough to get me a glass of water, then let me see if you can get me a glass of water. Now, if you spill it all on yourself, well, okay, you try it. We're going to laugh at chuck. But I can't keep running to get the glass of water every time. At some point, you're going to have to listen. And this ain't me. This is the laws of nature. What do the mother bird do to the baby bird when she to see if his wings is ready?
It's out the nest and got to get you going.
Okay, so this ain't Barbershop Jay's opinion. This is life. Every day you watch every nature channel in the world. They tell you what the mother would do to the baby. Teach him how to hunt, because why? He's gonna have to one day do it for himself. If you keep doing it, he'll never know how to do it for himself, is what I'm trying to say. I don't know. I'm just saying. But anyway, let's finish up this bracket right here. Texas, Tennessee. Who y'all got? I'm taking Tennessee just because.
All right. Yeah, no disagreement there.
Okay. And then lastly, to finish it out, hey man, them Notre Dame girls, boy, they on a collision.
I told you.
They on a collision course with some. Would you tell me nothing?
I told you. That's what they said.
Yeah, I know. That's
my only point quickly on Texas, Tennessee. Obviously, Tennessee had well, I don't know. I'm gonna just say that one will be a really tight one as well.
I don't know about all of that, but we're going to take another break. When we come back, we're going to take the men's bracket, and we're going to finish things off with it. You understand me? Then we're going to go ahead and let everybody get some sleep for the night. We appreciate y'all for staying with us for the duration, baby. Hold on right there now. Don't you touch it. Don't you touch it. Put it down.
Cleaning the cracks on your pavement surfaces can take hours and be torturous on your body. Until now. Bicracky Weed Removal Tool was designed specifically to clean pavement cracks in a fraction of the time, all while standing up. Bicracky's patented design incorporates a two-sided steel blade and is encased by a durable fiberglass shell. Simply use the large end to clean big gaps, then rotate and use the small tip for narrow gaps. Made in the USA, Bicracky eliminates weeds to the root and is environmentally friendly. Bicracky. Save your back while you clean your crack.
All right, let me change our angle again. We are back. There's something about that last part of that commercial, man. Save your cracking back and something while you cleaning the back in the crack. I'm trying to say.
That is not what it said. But all right,
that's what it sounds like when I hear that. And she put emphasis on it. She was like, "Hey,
save your back while you clean your crack."
Okay, I could have said that. I could have did that. Go here, man. This dude right here, man. Anyway. Double J, what are you doing?
Oh, I thought you.
Oh no, you didn't thought nothing. You just want to say everybody to see my terrible picks.
But my apologies.
Yeah, let's see how did that look?
Who's in? Okay, these are our picks, ladies and gents. These are our picks right here. This is what we did.
He's in 14th place.
Who's in 14th place?
You.
I'm not surprised.
Out of 12 teams.
Wait a minute, you talking about me?
Yeah, we helped. We helped with this, so
yeah, y'all sure did. Yeah, there you go. I'm glad somebody gonna take it. Yeah, you see, he gonna put my bracket up and then disappear.
Right,
little Homer Simpson over there, but he's still scrolling.
2 right. I think did we get 2 right in that round?
I didn't get none right. Okay, can we go? Can we go to the other bracket? We see mine's is busted. I told you mine was busted the day I did it. I knew it was busted. And I hope didn't nobody make no betting picks off my picks, because you should be picking something else. Let's go to that South region. Yeah, there we go. Now, right now, again, we're doing the same thing as we did with the women's. We're just picking the 16s now. We're not doing 8s right now. We're just 16s, baby. We'll come back and do the 8s, 4s, and then in the 2s, you know what I mean, a little later on down the road. Right now in the South Side, we got Auburn and Michigan. I'm surprised at the Wolverines, to tell you the truth. I didn't think they would get this far. And I don't trust Auburn. I don't. I'm smelling an upset.
Does it bother you that a player on Michigan put their name in the portal so they will be unavailable, is my guess?
No. That's what they do now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I mean, again, it's in the middle of the tournament now.
So why was that even allowed?
That's what many coaches are asking as well.
Hey, but let me ask you this, though. I have a. Why is the same venom and vitriol not the tune as it is for the players, the coaches?
It is. It's
No,
going.
it's not.
It's absolutely going
No,
that
it's
way
not.
because of the same reason.
No, it's not. No, it's
Especially
not,
for those
bruh.
universities. Absolutely,
No, it's
it
not,
is.
bruh. The players have been getting lambasted for going in and out. The players was getting lambasted before they even got NIL deal.
No. I kind of disagree with. I kind of agree with Double J here because here recently, coaches that have done the same thing, it's been a bit more curious. Like there's been a bit more curiosity, but like, why are you making the move now? Now you had a player that just hit.
Okay, so how long have how long have players been being questioned versus coaches?
Right. What I'm saying is
because
now that there is a portal,
the Jackson State coach that he did his move, and there ain't nobody saying nothing about that.
No. Now that there is a portal, and now we see that players are moving with the same frequency as coaches. What we're getting is you're getting a lot more of the argument about players need to be able to stay. Players need to stay. They need to commit. They need to stick to their commitments. They've been forced to stick to their commitments historically, but now they aren't. This is why we're still getting the residual. Players ain't sticking to their commitments. Players ain't honoring their thing. They ain't going through. They're not dealing with the tough stuff or whatever else.
Okay,
that's the argument against the coach, against the players. The new argument is now players can move with the same frequency that coaches have always been able to move.
Okay.
So it's a slightly different conversation. The conversation isn't necessarily about you sticking through honoring your commitment to your university like you had to before. Now it's you can move just like a coach can. Hey, coach, why are you telling these players to stay?
Yeah, but the coaches don't get the same venom like the players do still.
No. It is starting to, because now the hypocrisy is being laid bare. It wasn't there before when players were forced to stay and coaches could leave. Now that players can leave just like coaches can, coaches that are leaving by telling these guys to recruit. You You go to these parents' houses and you tell them about the university and the program and the standards and the values and the process we're about to go through, and then you on the first train smoking. Now the hypocrisy is being laid bare, and the more frequency that coaches move, the more the hypocrisy is starting to show. So that light, that heat is starting to turn up ever so slightly, gradually, but it's starting to move in this direction. In terms of more, the hypocrisy is being faced.
I don't know. I'll tell you what though. Okay, well, I'll put it like this then. With the coaches doing what they've been doing before there was ever an NIL and a whatever, the portal and all of that type of stuff, then they got a long way to go to catch up with the players.
Yeah, they do.
The players then got more venom in the last since NIL just got here 2 minutes ago, and they got 200 years worth of venom. But the coach has been doing what they've been doing for 200 years, and they just now getting 2 minutes worth of venom. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, that's it. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Okay. Players.
Yeah, but why would that player? Yeah, that seems still odd. Like, why would he?
Hey, listen, I mean, but listen, if it's there for me to do, if you leave it, if I ask you, mommy, can I have some ice cream while she half asleep, I'm gonna go get the ice cream. Might be in a bad parable. I'm just saying,
No, it ain't. I get it.
If you open the door, I'm gonna go through it.
You said, yeah, but I was half asleep. But you said,
exactly.
I gotta follow your word. If you was half asleep, you told me nothing. I did it.
Listen, I'm trying. Hey, and then on a side note, for all my younger viewers out there that's tuning in right now, who's still at home with their parents, I'm talking about the younger. If there was ever a time to ask your parents something that you really want them to say yes to, wait till they got to go to the bathroom. That's the perfect time. Man, I came in the house from work a couple of days ago, boy, and I was telling you I was doing the dance. My son's like, Dad, can I take the car? Man, I don't get. Look here, take my keys, take your auntie's keys, take everybody, take all the keys. But excuse me, because I got to please. And yeah, exactly. That's all I'm trying to tell you.
Yes, like yes,
yeah, whatever. Yeah, right. I don't. Yeah, okay. Yes, exactly. Move, get out the way. Exactly. You know what I'm trying to say? Hey, I'm 55, man. I'm closer to wearing Depends than I was Pampers. I'm just saying. All right, you know, everything come full circle. You know what I mean? Man, please. I was like, what they call it in the ice, the skiing in the Olympic winter games, the slalom. Man, I hit that side door, bro. I was like this on to the bathroom. Oh my gosh. Oh,
I ain't gonna make it.
Oh, man. Listen,
he did his best defensive end swim move.
Bro, I'm trying to tell you, man, Reggie White wouldn't have had nothing. King Kong ain't got nothing on me. No, I'm just saying, bro. I ain't trying to give nobody no bad visuals or nothing, but I'm just saying, because whatever reason, on the way home from work, I was good on the 88-minute drive. As soon as I hit that drive, oh my gosh. As soon as I hit that driveway, man, it felt like Jim Brown was breaking tackles in my stomach. I'm just saying. I was like, oh man, hey, that's the 30. Hey, that the 40. I was like, oh my gosh, oh, touchdown. Right. Yeah, you know what I'm trying to say? Woo, bruh. Ooh, do not go in there. Okay, anyway, that's enough of that. Yeah, give me, I'm taking Michigan in the upset. That Mississippi State MSU, give me Michigan State. I'm not betting against Tom Izzo.
You think this is his year overall? But you said, my bad. You just said Sweet 16. All right.
First of all, ZZZZ top, settle down over there.
Settle down?
Yeah, settle down. Right. Man, you know I ain't got but 5 teeth, 3 in my mouth and 2 in my pocket. I'll be doing the best I can up here sometimes. Double J, scrolly up, baby. No, y'all ain't said who y'all got. I said Michigan and Michigan State. Who y'all picking?
I don't disagree with that.
Oh, if that turns out to be the case, then I would say Michigan State makes it to the Final Four.
Oh, wow.
Whoa!
I promise you, I knew Miss Al was going to say something. I knew it. I was just getting ready to say, man, you just got off a couch detail. What a way to get off a couch detail, Double J. Man, he erased 8 months worth of couch detail in one moment.
He about look at his face.
Look at it.
I don't like that
face.
Look at his face.
Look at it. He like, yeah. Little foghorn leghorn. Yeah, okay.
He did the player palm. Oh boy!
Yeah,
cut the camera off, Double J. We don't need to see all that.
Oh yeah, Anyway, yeah.
Show,
yeah, it is. Oh my God! Settle on down there. All right. That where we at here? Oh, let me get some scrolleration.
You're busy right now.
No, he ain't too busy. Right there. And then the West Side on the men's side, Florida and Maryland. Hey man. Oh, I'm gonna tell y'all by the way. Last name Queen, that was a travel before he hit that game winner. He traveled. That thirst, that's my husband.
We know that.
Yeah, we know that. What the?
We know.
Oh yeah, it's Mr.
We don't need to be reminded. Oh God!
Oh my God!
Oh, stop! That ain't just all you need to be singing.
Really?
Turn off the light.
Really? Yeah. Oh boy.
Some Mary White Peebo.
I was just thinking the same. No, the way he was rubbing his hands together, it's going to be some Teddy Pendergrass. Okay. Hot oils, baby. Florida, Maryland. Yeah, that guy from Maryland, he traveled because Colorado State was right there. Colorado State was finna make a run like Cleveland State was supposed to make a run, and they did the same thing to them. David Robinson, the Navy, 1986. Go look it up. Final score 71-70. I'll never forget that because it was tragic.
Well, they lost
39 years ago, bro.
Who lost today?
Years ago.
Cleveland State did in the CBI final.
I'm not talking about the CBI.
State.
Yeah, CSI, New York, LA, Las Vegas. Whoopie-doo. I ain't talking about the CBI. Shoot, if we gonna talk about
them some money for them CDs that I got.
Really? And who said? Why would you say that here? We're licensed.
Oh, you said CBI.
Oh, exactly. Ain't nobody said Publishers Clearinghouse. Man, stop it. Anyway, give me Florida. Man, I'm taking Florida though. Florida, they're just too strong. Who are we in agreement? Yes, no, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I think that was the best defensive team that they were going to play against.
Who?
In the tournament.
UConn?
Yeah, the way that
stop it.
Look, UConn
Oh,
made it very clear how they were going to approach the game, which was to utilize every foul that they could, literally. And
okay, so they had a strategy,
but a Big East higher level of physicality.
It didn't work.
No, it didn't. And in my opinion, I don't think anybody else is capable of doing that to Florida. And the fact that they were able to,
it's not hard to hack. It ain't hard to hack.
No, but again, you're talking about slowing the game down, having them reset in the half court.
That's not hard to do, bro. I watched that game. Hurley had a temper tantrum at the end.
Then what's your rationale behind picking Florida? Because if you look at Maryland, they have one of the best front courts in all of college basketball.
Florida is deep, and they know how to play on both ends. And on the offensive end especially, they are one of the few teams in college basketball I've watched this season. When I won't sit here and lie and say it was a lot, but it was enough to say that they, in their half-court sets, bruh, they don't get stuck.
I will say this. If Maryland's guards, if they catch fire, which they're capable, Rodney Rice is more than capable. Selton Bell, absolutely capable. And that's been kind of their.
But it's going to be the front court that make the difference. You need guards, no question, in a round robin. But Florida got both.
No, I'm saying Maryland's 4 and 5. Queen and Reese at the 4 and 5 are arguably the best 4 and 5 in the nation.
Okay, well, they're not better than Florida's. I'll drink to that. Gully, you see how foxy he getting now? He just came off Couch Detail. Now he like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm with whatever.
There will be no post-show meeting today.
Yeah, absolutely not. It won't be.
We'll have to figure out what we're going to do for the turnbuckle when we return.
Yeah. There's going to be a lot of buckling. I'm just saying.
No, we know why we didn't have the show on Monday.
Absolutely. Yeah, because I was delivering mail.
Yeah. All right.
Oh, it was his birthday, man. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, it was his birthday. Yeah.
Hey, this is a family show, bro.
I just said it was your birthday.
Leave it alone. Stop it. Next topic. Go ahead. Go off screen. And Megan, I
just said it was your birthday. What's wrong with saying it's your birthday?
Coming in.
Okay, I'm missing the joke.
You're gonna start singing Jeremiah next.
Oh wow. Oh, slow down. I don't know about nobody want to see that. I'd rather see Avengers Endgame. Anywho, TTU and Arkansas. Still in the West Side, y'all.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's a good one right there.
That is I think Arkansas got something.
Nah, they can't beat Texas Tech.
That's what
I ain't saying they can't.
They turned a corner once, believe it or not, when Boogie Flan got injured around mid-January. And it was really kind of a lottery pick, essentially. It was really sink or swim. The team itself kind of gelled. And again, I'm talking about the momentum of beating St. John's. I talk about defensive teams, and obviously that goes hand in hand with the Big East. I didn't necessarily expect them to lose that game. I know they shot terribly, and I'm going to give the credit actually to Coach Cal and how Arkansas played more so than just.
Well, Arkansas, they got on paper, they got it to win it all. It was just how they were doing. They just wasn't putting it together. I'm a Razorback head, and I just watch games. I was like, they looked like an enigma all season long until that St. John, because I had St. John's. I wasn't picking Arkansas. I did not see that coming. I did not see that coming at all. I mean, I won't say they can't beat TTU, but I don't see that. I think TTU is more of
TTU don't have the vices that St. John's do, huh?
Thank you for putting it that way. They more attentive.
Gotcha.
I just feel like with Elijah Hawkins obviously is a Minnesota product. He transferred over, but Frederico obviously solid on the inside. But of course, JT Toppin is really kind of the lifeblood of that team. These are a lot
Is he
of
related to Obi?
Chris Beard. Yeah, oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay, I'm about to say, because I mean, I've seen some cases where guy got the same last name and the last name be unique, but they not be related.
So
Tim Hardaway, Anthony Hardaway.
Federico.
They are related.
At Pittsburgh.
Tim and Anthony Hardaway.
Anthony or Anthony?
Anthony. Penny and Tim are related.
I don't believe so.
Exactly.
I think they are. They might be cousins or something like that.
Distant. They never. It was never. It was. Never
that's a good one though. I think so, but I'm not sure.
Well, maybe
is that fair to say?
Maybe they condition the public to not link them two together so that way they can stand out. But I never thought that.
Why wouldn't you though? Because that's that's cousins, brothers type things as a story to be played up.
On a funny note, Tim Hardaway Jr. actually had to make a post on Twitter about a decade ago saying, "People, let's get this straight. My father is not Penny Hardaway; it's Tim Hardaway." Despite his name literally being Tim Hardaway Jr.
Right? Yeah. Well, I mean, but some people again, they sold on what it looked like and what it sounded like. Can you slide on over to the other side, Double J, so we can clear, so we can get the rolling?
Absolutely.
Where we at on the time side, baby? Let me check the particulars. Okay, what we doing? We hanging in there. It's only 11 o'clock side. Where we at? Oh, are we on the east side? Duke in Arizona.
Can Caleb Love kill Duke one more time?
That sounded like some Austin Powers type stuff. Can Caleb Love
kill Duke one more time? Kill Duke, baby, one more time.
I don't know. Miley Cyrus is making a comeback.
Duke. Hey, you also wore the Adidas breakaway pants from the 90s.
What happened?
Remember those Adidas, like the warm-up pants?
Yeah, the warm-up.
Yeah. Those are back on store shelves again.
Okay. Yeah.
So maybe we'll get some superstar. The superstars will be back with with the toe show.
Man, if they ain't not in,
I got some shell toes ready.
If they're not in the dunk contest, who cares? I'm picking Arizona because I don't like Duke. That's me.
Yeah. Appreciate your honesty. I
doubt it.
With Duke.
Oh, Double J.
When they played in November,
he's winning no matter what, Gully. You see the look on his face?
Yeah,
he
right.
He just know when the show is over, he's
like,
winning. So he can say whatever he want to say. He was getting ready to. Did you hear he was getting ready to pick Providence? He's like, how you gonna sit back and be like, Providence, give me the Friars.
He's about to pick Tallahassee. He's about to pick Tallahassee State.
when they played in November, the final score was 69-55, right? Caleb Love specifically went 3 of 13 and 1 of 9 from 3. I fully anticipate with this potentially being the last game of his career that things will be slightly different. It will be closer. If he does get over, if Arizona were to win this game, it would take very much a monumental effort from him. But he's done that with Arizona in Cameron Indoor Stadium and, of course, multiple times with North Carolina with teams that arguably shouldn't have beaten those Duke teams.
Okay, well, Duke got Cooper flag,
right?
And the flags ain't gonna be flying at half mast. No disrespect. That's why I just came right out and said I'm taking Arizona because I don't like Duke, but Cooper flag is the Duke.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna go with Duke again. I always say NBA talent ultimately is what put these teams over, and they have projected 6 out of the top 20 draft picks in the first round.
Okay. BYU and Bama. At least my BYU pick is still hanging on. Imagine that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah. Hey, I didn't even know. Hey, slow it down there, Kimosabi. Okay. These folks don't need no highlighting, italicizing, italicizer. BYU and Bama. I'm sorry, man. I'm taking Bama.
Here comes the Bama. Bama, go ahead. Bama.
Double J, make your pick, man, because he's getting tired. You know what I'm saying? Just like that toddler or whatever it is. You need a nap.
I'm not tired. I ain't tired.
Yeah. Let me get some scrolleration right
yeah,
there.
I'm going to go out of frustration.
Oh, I thought you'd already made your pick.
We had, of course, on BYU, who should have been at Purdue, was Kanan Catchings. He's the one who wanted the guarantee, and Matt Painter said no, based on the absence of a 4 on the team, which has been, of course, currently occupied by Caleb First. He would have gotten what he wanted if he would have just actually been willing to, quote unquote, work for it.
Okay. So you don't have Bama?
No, I'm taking Bama. I got a lot of respect for Mark Sears and Grant Nelson, so give me Bama.
Mark Sears is kind of lightweight overrated to me. Oops, did I say that out loud? Sorry.
Well, that's where he proves it.
Yeah, well, he's gonna have to. He's definitely gonna have to. No, Gully, not now. Anytime you mute, nope, we good. All right. Give me the Midwest, baby. Or should I say Northeast Ohio? Houston and Purdue. Wow. Who would have thought that Double J's alma mater, Boiler gang, train, then left the station and not in the right lane? The Purdue Boilermakers look better in this season's tournament so far than they did at any point with Edie at the helm. What's up with that? Because Matt Painter got to actually start calling plays now. Exactly.
Well, here's the thing. Can the supporting cast contribute enough, right? You know what you're going to get out of Braden Smith, and you know what you'll get from the inside from Kaufman Wren. This is why you say it time and time again, Barbershop Jay, that the recruiting rankings don't necessarily translate. Caleb First was actually a higher star rating than Kaufman Wren. TKR was only a 3. First was like a top 75 player. And now shout out to Caleb First. He's going to be a doctor at the end of this year. And so, great. He's going to succeed at the next level. But when Daniel Jacobson went down, who's the 7-footer that you don't see right now, I thought all was lost and this season was doomed. He wasn't initially supposed to redshirt to begin with. And then based on this early struggles, they inserted him in the lineup, and it kind of felt lightweight, like what we had in the previous years with Zach to an extent, at least the same philosophical approach. Obviously, that went out the window, and then they went against Auburn, Alabama, Ole Miss in either neutral or on the road settings and got their teeth pounded in at least 2 out of those 4 or 5 SEC teams that they played against. They learned a lot. He inserted a zone defense out of nowhere, and they used it last year in the tournament, and thankfully all those players were returning, so he was able to just simply say, this is what we're doing, because trying to teach it or establish it this late in the season would have been chaotic or impossible.
Okay, so it's a 2-3 zone, right?
Yep.
Okay. The offensively, you're taught to shoot over the top of a 2-3 zone.
And this is where,
but you really don't shoot over. You don't do that unless you run somebody through across the free throw line. You have to run somebody in the middle through the middle. If you don't run somebody through the middle first to start that action, then those shots over the top, you're not moving defenders, and they usually careen off the rim, and you really help out the zone defenders in that instance if you're the offense.
Yeah, you bail them out. That's what they call it, bailing them out.
You bailing them out. With all due respect, Jim Boeheim was running the 2-3 zone before college basketball was even a thing on television. But he won 1 NCAA championship out of all of it. Why? Because he needed Carmelo. You needed a Carmelo type. No disrespect, because it was the Big East, but I'm just saying, bro. You know, it's ways to beat the zone and there's ways to beat yourself trying to beat the zone because you don't know how to beat the zone. That's all I'm saying, if that made any sense.
Go ahead.
But I'm taking Houston.
I was going to say matchups to your point is how do they contain Juwan Roberts on the inside and on that going over and shooting over that zone. If LJ Cryer, obviously a Baylor product for the majority of his career, if he has a game like we've seen where it's 30 plus points, I think just shut the lights out. Houston's moving on. If he struggles, they will struggle, and that's where Houston historically, unfortunately, has fallen short time and time again. Is if it was either Marcus Sasser or someone to that extent. And that's where I don't feel like unlike years past with Houston, where they had better guards around him. Mercy Miller, of course, is still just a freshman. That is where Purdue can get them. This game happens to be, of all places, in Indianapolis. Of course, the coach at one point in time, Calvin Sampson, was gotten himself in some trouble. Indiana.
Okay, got you.
If there were a place, it would be in Indy that is going to be a very heavy Purdue crowd.
Of course,
right? It's less than it's 45 minutes from West Lafayette.
Absolutely, Gully. Who you picking? I know it's nap time for you. We can ready to get this last one. No, the man got to get some rest. I get it. Who you got? Houston or Purdue?
I'm going to go with Purdue. Actually.
Okay. Yeah, right. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do too. Go get me some chicken. And then last but not least, UK Tennessee in our 16, baby. I'm telling you right now, Tennessee, they got that Orlando Magic, 09 Orlando Magic attitude.
They're here to disrupt.
Like, how you gonna disrespect us? Yeah. And we ain't, and y'all, how y'all gonna have some puppets and we ain't? Well, I don't know. Tennessee just might get UK on this one. Because this is like where the rivalry right there, that Tennessee, Kentucky, they right there. So I'm just saying, but give me Tennessee. That's all I'm saying to you, Joe. Well, folks, that's it. That's all right there on the wrap-up side, baby. You understand me? Any last words on the brackets? Even though mine's been busted, don't ever put mine up there again without my permission.
Next week, loaded next week. Let's see how this disaster
now you woke.
continues.
Yeah, now you woke. That's what I thought.
That's what we doing. That's what we doing. That's what we doing.
I don't know.
What was his pick?
I don't know. What was whose pick? Don't put my picks
you
up
had
there.
You had BYU advancing.
I did. I said they still alive. Y'all ain't you want there for that part of the show?
And you had also picked Kentucky to get this far, but then you had UCLA, of course, going against Houston.
Oh yeah, I know. Yeah, remind me. Yeah, remind me. Why don't you? Yeah, Mrs. Alva said, "Go green." All right, yeah, go green. And on that note, I leave you with this quote: "A friend cannot be considered a friend until he or she is tested in 3 occasions. 3 occasions. And those 3 occasions are in time of need, behind your back, and after your death." You want to read that again? A friend cannot be considered a friend until he or she is tested in 3 occasions. In time of need, behind your back, and after your death. Let it marinate on that. It's been fun, but we got to run. Don't forget to check us out every Wednesday, maybe at 9:30 on the PM side right here on the yard. What'd you say, Double J?
You got to see this pass that Joker made.
Oh, no, absolutely not. Joker's, but I told you that's my dream matchup. Until I can see the dream matchup, I don't want to talk about it.
2K,
2-5. Or y'all can check us out on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, the Shout fan page, and of course, YouTube. And make sure, please, you hit the subscribe button when you're over there at the tube. We'd be much obliged. And if that don't work, y'all can Google it. For my dudes, B Rich, Double J, D Gully, and all those who follow and support us, we say thank you. I'm Barbershop Jay. You've been listening to the Shop Report. And remember, the next time y'all want to know what's really going on, man, come to the shop. Walk-ins are always welcome. Oh, we out of here, baby.